Hey everybody, we're hero approved. Look at this guy over here, this Grudge Couch, where the players are guaranteed to be more intoxicated than their characters. Ha! And they're gonna make you laugh your ass off. And that guy over there, dragons in the dining room. They actually stream from their dining room, and I don't know how they put the fucking dragons in there, but it's pretty sweet. They all jammed in there. It's great. The guy down there, Joe Dirt. Yeah, you gotta jump in the hole. Gotta jump in that hole. Good homebrew stuff. Yeah, good times. This little lady down here, wholesome heart. That's what she, a little bit of chaos. Yeah, a little bit of chaos. And me, you gotta catch me on Saturdays. Agent Spooky's Pocket Punch Roadshow. Hit the road. And we are hero approved.
Don't laugh, you're making me laugh.
Hello, I'm D20 TV. On Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, you can see me creating maps in Dungeon Fog, then putting them into Foundry Virtual Tabletop, and then I light up the Forge and tie it all together in World Anvil. On Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, you'll see me DM a live play campaign called Magitech Coalition. On Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, I DM a live play campaign called Rise of the Serpent. On Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern, I discuss 5th edition basics, lore, roleplay etiquette, as well as tips and tricks for both players and game masters. On Saturdays at 10 p.m. Eastern, I DM a psychological thriller in the Court of Thorns. On Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern, I roleplay the famous halfling baker of battle muffins, Nana D. I look forward to hanging out with you. And remember, life is an adventure. Roll for initiative.
Hey everybody, we're hero approved. Look at this guy over here, this grudge couch, where the players are guaranteed to be more intoxicated than their characters. Ha! And they're gonna make you laugh your ass off. And that guy over there, dragons in the dining room. They actually stream from their dining room, and I don't know how they put the fucking dragons in there, but it's pretty sweet. They all jammed in there. It's great. The guy down there, Joe Dirt. Yeah, got to jump in the hole. Got to jump in that hole. Good homebrew stuff. Yeah, good times. This little lady down here, wholesome heart. That's what she. A little bit of chaos. Yeah, a little bit of chaos. And me, you gotta catch me on Saturdays. Agent Spooky's Pocket Punch Roadshow. Hit the road. And we are hero approved.
Don't laugh. You're making me laugh.
Hello, I'm D20 TV. On Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, you can see me creating maps in Dungeon Fog, then putting them into Foundry Virtual Tabletop, and then I light up the Forge and tie it all together in World Anvil. On Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, you'll see me DM a live play campaign called Magitech Coalition. On Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, I DM a live play campaign called Rise of the Serpent. On Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern, I discuss 5th edition basics, lore, roleplay etiquette, as well as tips and tricks for both players and game masters. On Saturdays at 10 p.m. Eastern, I DM a psychological thriller in the Court of
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Liching Hour. I'm the Lich, and this is Girls' Night Out. Woo! Yay! No yays. Yay. Hey, everybody in chat. We got a bunch of awesome people in chat. Indigo Zep and Rosina's here. We got Dragons in the Dining Room. Hubba. What's up, Hubba? Indigo Zep. What's up? Zenblade. What is up? I think a goblin joined the dungeon. I'm really excited about that. So, tonight, we are playing a mystery. The characters don't know that it's going to be a murder mystery, but there will be a murder, and we will be figuring out and playing to find out who the murderer is.
The cat's out of the bag now.
It's out of the bag. It's a spoiler alert.
The cat.
Oh wait, there was a bag.
Also, spoiler.
Yes, and
There was a
where's
cat.
my music? Can you all hear music in the chat? Because there should be music playing. I'm not hearing it though. So
I don't hear anything.
you don't hear anything? Maybe my whoa. How about that? Now I can hear it a little bit. Okay. The ladies you see here tonight, all except for one, grew up in the same village, a fantasy village. A few nights ago, they all received word that their mentor, father to a couple of them, has mysteriously disappeared. Meister Kalloch was an avid collector of curios and artifacts, odds and ends, and people. He wasn't much of an adventurer, however, so him being gone for more than a day is really, really odd. So as quickly as they could, the ladies returned to their home village. It's late, ladies, and you've all met at the inn first, partly to gather yourselves, talk to Madame Terra, the innkeeper, old family friend, and maybe to have a few drinks to muster up your courage. So let's take a moment to catch up. Perry, what have you been up to since you've been gone?
I've been in the big city, running my own best business. Kind of a big deal. I'm kind of surprised you even had to ask me what I was doing, because everybody knows what I'm doing.
Okay. So, stab in your back. Tell us about yourself.
I can't tell where I've been. Just been here and there and everywhere.
Okay. So, Miss Phoebe.
Hello, I'm Miss Phoebe. I have been out wandering in search of some artifacts to bring back to my father, and I'm disturbed that he's missing.
Right, you're the youngest child of Meister Kalloch, right?
I am.
By the way,
well,
I'm coming
adopted.
back. Okay, you're adopted. Okay.
I am.
What do you
in
look
fact,
like?
Adopted.
Describe yourself. I'm gonna come back to Perry and Stabin, by the way, and get you guys to describe yourselves. We're gonna start with you, DM Lexi. Oh, I'm sorry.
Great. I totally thought of this, so it's perfectly fine. I look like this.
Oh.
I've got strawberry blonde hair, and I look human, but when I get angry, lights tend to flicker and odd things happen. And I was found under some mysterious circumstances, so the Meister was helping me search out my true origins. Which are not suspicious at all. Not suspicious. Very not suspicious.
No. Weren't you
No.
found
Daddy
in a hole?
always like taking in strays.
Didn't he find you in a lot of blood?
Perhaps. Nothing really suspicious about that. It could have been fake blood. No one really knows. I was found amid a circle of runes that were drawn on the floor, and then there were blood spatters everywhere.
Oh.
And my parents were nowhere to be found after that. But I was quite young, so I'm sure I'm perfectly innocent, and this is all just a great misunderstanding.
The assumption is that you all know each other. At least there's one stranger here, and we'll get to her in a minute. But you all know each other because Meister Kalloch has mentored you or been a big part of your life in some way, shape, or form throughout your whole childhood. Esme,
I'm sure that you'll remember what Daddy always calls me, his little darling Esme.
I do remember that now that you mention it. Describe yourself. What do we see before us? What were you doing out and about when you left the village? What have you done?
Anything that Daddy needed. I've always gone and helped Daddy find all of the information that he needs.
Interesting.
I usually get my way because people often enjoy looking into my jade eyes or, fiery red hair. That's the only reason why. He took in the stray. Kind of looks like me. But I'm still Daddy's favorite.
Would if you had a few drinks in you, would you tell everybody what your occupation is?
Why? They never cared before. All that matters is that I'm Daddy's little girl. And whatever Daddy's little girl wants, Daddy's little girl gets.
Accidents.
Yes, you were. I still say you were left on the doorstep by the postman, but,
Wow.
Well, that would solve a lot of mystery. If you could just shed some light on, that'd be great.
Marge. Or Marg. Marg or Marge? Marg.
It's Mog. It's Mog Cuevo.
I just got that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? I just got it.
Oh god.
There's a little in joke there. Okay, Marg. So you're the eldest daughter of Meister Kalloch.
Yeah.
Why'd you leave home? Where are you at? What are you doing?
Do you see this shit? Can you fucking blame me? I mean, come on now. I just had to spread my wings. Little Mog needed to learn to fly, if you know what I mean. I just wanted to get some of mine's.
How do you feel coming back?
I always love a good comeback, but it's weird. It's a little bit surreal. You know when they stopped building shit where they didn't used to have shit? There's a lot of that going around town.
Oh.
Otherwise, it's all right.
I'm glad you're back, Marg. I missed you.
I missed you too. You got that $5 you owe me?
Yeah? Do you need it now?
Okay, cool. I'll get it from you later.
Okay.
Cool.
Marg,
If I pay you debt for you, be nicer to me?
Maybe.
Marg, I notice your ears aren't like normal humans, or you're not a human, are you?
I'm what some might call a high elf.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
Excellent. That's good. That's good. I don't have to explain that. This is better.
That kind. Oh.
Peri, are you high elf as well?
I am, but not always like that. I'm like a high class elf.
He spends a lot of time in the sewers, low into the ground where she belongs.
Really?
Deep and kind of high.
Hurtful, but continue.
Perry, what's your job? What do you do for a living?
Well, I started out as the Meister's assistant and kind of his gopher social liaison. I would basically go to parties when he didn't want to go. I'd pick up his fantasy dry cleaning, and if any of the girls had like soccer practice, I would go and get them from that, and basically just run around and do all of the little dirty work while the Meister just sat around and studied shit. But I've moved on from that.
Okay. Better
now
life.
I have a better life, yes. In the big city, I still go to all of the parties and wear all of the wonderful clothes and
sleeps with all the men.
Exactly. And invest the money that was so wonderfully bequeathed to me by the Meister.
Wait, she got money?
Yeah, wait a minute. Back up.
How many drinks you had,
What?
Perry? At the end.
Did you guys get money?
Cheers, Perry.
Cheers.
Pinkies up, motherfuckers.
Stabbing. So, what was your relationship like with Meister?
Yes.
Oh no.
Well,
oh, there you are.
It was a tough relationship. I basically. Are we good?
Yeah, you're good.
Is he back from the dead trying to fuck me up again? Alright, we're good. It was a difficult relationship.
Oh.
Still getting fucked apparently. So I'm the only human I believe from all of you guys. And I always try to do everything that
I'm
I
a human. What are you talking about?
I'm also a human.
Are you a human? I mean, you did spend a lot of after hours with him. Questionable if it was a daddy-daughter relationship there, but we'll get to you later.
Are you sure you're human stabbing or a cat?
Both. We'll figure out later.
Awesome.
She can be declawed like the rest of the furries.
Wow.
I like that.
Someone's gonna have to pay the snuggle tax.
I'm sorry, the what?
What's the snuggle tax?
Excuse me. I'm sorry, the what?
I'm sorry, I thought you guys were talking about someone being very fuzzy and I got excited.
Oh.
So, there's another person at the table. We're gonna get to her in just a minute. Because you guys got together at the inn, you're sitting around, Madame Terra comes up, she loves to see you guys, she hasn't seen you all, she dotes over you, gets you your drinks, and then she introduces you to an older dwarf named Marcus Randlepot. New to the village since you left, which makes sense since the village has been steadily growing since you left. Marcus shares the Meister's interest in artifacts from other parts of the world. And one night, he asked Meister to take a look at his prized possession, a 4-foot standing stone carved with ancient runes. He wanted to know where it was from. Meister almost immediately told him the artifact was from a country called Kalloch, hundreds of miles to the south. Meister asked if he could take it home, and Marcus allowed it, and to study it. And a few nights later, they met again. Meister was very excited. They talked into the night and decided that Meister, your Meister, would lead an expedition to that country, and Marcus would fund it. Now, we all know that Meister's a homebody, so when he asked Madame Terra for help in finding partners for an expedition, she was pretty surprised. But she did it. She put out word. Then Marcus received word a few days, like about 5 days ago, that Meister had hired 4 people to go on this expedition with him. 4 days later, no word from him. He completely dropped off the map. The house is dark. Marcus walked by the house. Marcus doesn't think Meister left, but then again, he doesn't know him very well. So he's hired Jancy Drew to look into it for him. And Madame Terra brings her over and introduces her, and she sits down at the table. Nice to meet you, Jancy Drew. Or Jancy Drew.
It's gonna happen all night. gonna happen all night.
It is. It really is. Tell us about yourself.
So, Jancy is very familiar with Meister in the sense that she's been hired quite a lot to investigate whenever Meister was looking into different artifacts. Some things went missing throughout the village, and a lot of people suspected Meister, so she's kind of a little skeptical of him. Now he's gone missing, and she's, is kind of like, oh, well, it figures. So she's a little skeptical. She might actually suspect some of the people who are related to him, knowing that he was so entrenched in wealth with the collections that he had. But she's also suspect of Marcus, who hired her, and the woman, the madam who is there as well. Basically, suspect of every single person.
Okay. You probably won't find any reason to suspect any of these ladies.
I know, right? No reason at all.
Thank you for the raid, Grouch Couch.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We summoned a goblin, a gobble wild turkey. Thank you, buddy.
Okay.
Oh. So it was okay. Anything else we want to, anything else you guys want to discuss before you finally go? You know what? We're gonna go. We're gonna go to the house.
Can we have a drink?
Absolutely. How many drinks do you guys have?
What does water count?
I'm on my second one.
Okay.
I'm not actually going to drink, but I am going to give Marge $20. 5 plus interest. Sorry it's taken so long, but I did miss.
Wait, did she get her inheritance too? Like,
Oh, you're so sweet to me. I love it. Thank you. You're too kind. I knew you'd make up for it. I knew you would. Just for that, I'll have some of the coffee.
For the viewers at home, each one of these ladies, including Jancy Drew, all had a very odd dream the night before. We're gonna play to find out what those dreams were, but they were disturbing and different for everyone. We'll see. And I also want everybody to know, since we're kind of starting to get going on this, there are two. I need to come up with a name for these other than bombs in specific, because these are whatever silver actions. There is Sanity Bombs. Okay, you can drop them, pick a player, and then we're gonna have a nice little crazy scene with that player. Or Hope's Light, where you can refill. Do you see the 7s on the screen? Except for Paris, and we're missing a couple. Hold on. Everybody's sanity should be represented on the screen, and they start with 7. If anybody gets to 0, they will go insane. And basically, it's not like a dying thing; it's more like a going insane thing. There we go. So we'll be tracking their sanity. Hope's Light will refill their sanity, or it will save somebody from going insane. That said, after a few more drinks, it was suggested that, maybe Madame Terra threw that out. Maybe you should just go in the morning. But the house is only a few minutes away. And while it's a cold night, the moon, well, it was out. Now it's kind of hidden behind clouds, and the wind is picked up, and shit, you're standing on the steps of the Meister's home. A home you all have grown up to some degree in. Where is the spare key?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I do. That's why I asked.
They can look for the spare key. I would
What
like
are you
to check
selling?
to see if there was forced entry on the home.
There's
This guy's selling Kirby's.
There was no forced entry. The house is
Okay.
like you've
It
ever
was an
seen
inside
it.
job.
Yeah.
He knew the murderer.
Because I'm Daddy's little girl, obviously, I will have a spare key to the house.
Oh. So
She probably has that between her tits.
Would you like to feel and check? They'll be jealous.
Let me dig around.
She'll lean forward and pull her shirt down.
I'll just watch.
Just like when we were little.
While they're doing that, did Marcus come with us, or did he stay at the inn?
he stayed at the end.
Okay.
Is there a chance that before we left the inn, I could see if he could remember what any of the runes on that stone looked like, and use either geology or art history to try and identify them in some way?
Marcus is very terrible at describing. He tried to describe to you what they were, but it just kind of like came out as swirls and
Gotcha.
notches.
Painful.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He described it to me, and I just drew a series of cats. So
I have a question, Dungeon Master.
Yeah, yes, Dungeon Master.
Would I have received a copy of the sketch for reasons?
I like this one. I like this one a lot.
a copy of this.
Or it's not a sanity bomb.
For reasons.
Hold on, gotta do something here. We have a sanity bomb, ladies and gentlemen.
Fucking starting already.
Jancy Drew. So,
I love that.
Jancy, you're looking around. Maybe you started, casing the house. Maybe you started walking around just a little bit. Kind of bored, not wanting to be led by these women, and obviously they're just.
I'm okay being led by women. Just FYI, I'm totally okay being led by women.
Or as Jancy Drew.
I have a caller for you.
Wait, what? Just in general. Okay, so I'm casing the house. I'm bored.
All my stuff went away. Okay. Everything went away. Oh, what happened?
Yeah, my connection hiccuped, and I don't know if it was me or you, but that was an adventure.
We were just adjusting.
We just lost everybody.
We were just adjusting costumes. It's okay. We'll be back.
It's true.
This is what happens when you sanity bomb us. Maybe.
Yeah.
Some of us gotta put a little spit shine on the titty balls. So we're not just born this gorgeous. Okay.
Oh, wait, it's thunderstorming here, so.
Yes.
You're moving around. You're moving around the porch. Maybe you move over. This is the thing. You move over to look in the window. There's a large picture window. While the other ladies are figuring out where the key is, about to get in. You go to check out and you stumble on something, and you look down on the porch, and through the cracks, you see something in the crack, and you go to in the cracks of the porch. You go to lean down, and these skeletal hands, just like your dream, come ripping out of the porch.
Oh shit!
They've grabbed. One's got you. Fuck. A skeleton arm's got you. It's dragging you down into
punching it.
You're just punching it. I need you to roll. We're gonna call it roll grit. You roll 2d6.
Okay.
And add your grit to it, or minus it. I didn't.
I get a +1.
There you go.
Thankfully. I got a 7.
If you guys look over, you see her struggling with nothing. She's like. Ugh. I'm sorry. What'd you roll?
A 7.
Oh, a 7. Okay. All right.
That's not good.
Yeah. No. You're gonna lose a little bit of sanity, but you can describe how you're gonna overcome the skeletal arms.
So I perceive that I'm just like that. My clothes are just kind of slipping through its skeletal fingers, and as I punch it, like a bunch of bones break off, and I go to reach down and grab the bones so I can show everybody and be like, "What the fuck?" Like to be like, "What is your family made of?" And then there's nothing there.
What is your family made of? That's awesome.
What is your family? Keep skeletons under it.
Is this your fucking family? Is this your family? Have you seen this bone? How do you feel?
Obviously.
One pot
Jancy,
bone,
how do you feel when you
else.
do that and you look at them and they're all looking at you like you're crazy, and you look down, there's nothing in your hand?
I feel like this is forensic college all over again.
Why?
Getting blackout fucking drunk, thinking I have pockets full of bones, and I don't.
Can I roll occult to see if she's really crazy, or if there's any like runes in the dirt or anything
really crazy.
odd, like bits of something that would suggest maybe someone was doing something ulterior?
You can most certainly. You know what? You just use your occult because you have occult, right? That's your.
Yes.
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 You definitely feel like. So you feel the energy around the house is a little different than maybe what you remember Dad's house being like. And you don't know if it's maybe the beer, the drinks, the ale, or whatever. The cold, the moon being hidden. You don't know what it is, but maybe it's time to get inside the house.
I stuck to water, thankfully. Maybe a little bit if someone spiked it. I feel like maybe the one who's so mean to me might have spiked my drink. I could see that. But I would like to bring that up. Does anyone else feel like the energy here is just quite not what it used to be?
Jancy Drew.
A little bit.
The moon comes out from behind the clouds, Jancy, and you look up and suddenly you feel a little bit. You know what? It's okay. Just maybe you've had enough night. You didn't sleep well last night. You're just letting it.
I take out my liquid courage. And
Yeah.
then I drink it. I'm like, it's gonna be okay.
I'll unlock the door.
Okay. Miss Phoebe, you good?
Yes.
Okay. You guys, let's go inside the house.
Yes, please.
All right,
I would like to let everyone else go first and kind of bring up the rear. I don't really trust some of my older siblings to be nice and not trip me like they did when they were younger.
That's
You
our
know who
Phoebe,
you are.
always bringing up the rear.
I'm not even a sibling, and I did that.
Once she's in, I want to make sure that I close the door
Okay.
and lock it.
I would like to immediately turn on as many lights as I can.
See, I'm glad you said that, because you open the door and it's very, very dark. Did any of you bring a torch or a lantern or something to light the oil lamps with?
I feel like I would have.
Hi up to the rescue!
Little agey dickus. Of course she's got a light.
I actually
feel like
prefer the darkness. So.
I mean,
maybe?
Can you see
the
in the darkness?
marbles don't light themselves, sweetheart.
I do my best work in the dark.
I prefer the darkness, but I've spent enough time in the house that I know every inch of it.
Okay. Do we want to play in the moonlight then?
No, I feel like if I have it, which I feel like I might with my art supplies, I could use some flint and
Okay.
strike a light.
Luckily, he must have just filled the oil lamps before leaving, because they start right up near the entryway there.
Oh, thank goodness. Is it one that I can like remove from the wall and take with me?
Yes.
Yes, I will do that.
So the first thing you notice is, in the dim light, is the dust. There's a fine layer of it on everything. It also seems to be in the air. The second thing you notice...
Normal.
No. Well, no. Not that you remember. You usually...
somebody to replace me.
You know, you guys haven't been here for a while, you know... Wait, was that Age or was that Pari?
That was Pari.
Wow.
That was both of us.
Yeah, at the same time?
Both of us at the same time.
You can't time that. Okay, anyway.
They sing together.
Yeah. So...
We choreographed it. We planned this all week. You're welcome.
The second thing you notice, as you all move in to the house, is that the fucking kitchen is gone.
I'm sorry, what?
Let me set this up for you. You're in the foyer, all right? There are stairs to the second floor in front of you going up, a living room to your right, and a small open dining room that you've ate in many, many times in your life to your left. And then what's supposed to be on the opposite wall is a doorway leading to the kitchen, but that whole wall is gone. Everything in the kitchen is gone. Counters, tops, there was a big island in the middle. It's all gone, and it's been replaced by a mound of dirt and a giant dead-looking tree growing up out of the floor, and it's going up into the Meister's bedroom above. And there's these strange smooth stones with vines the color of coffee jutting up around the tree.
There's a root joke in here somewhere.
You guys have a weird house. Why is your house like this?
Our house is not food for a greenhouse.
Now,
so...
what you remember of the house is there's a living room on the floor, first floor, a dining room, and then his den, where he did a lot of his reading and stuff, is upstairs across from his bedroom. And then there is a cellar in the kitchen. There should be, I don't know if it's still there, a cellar in the kitchen. So it's the stairs that lead to a cellar.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do?
Is the tree lit?
Go ahead.
Is the what lit?
Is the tree room I think it's a room. The tree area, does that have lights in it?
It does not.
Both the lights and
The only-
trees.
I'm not going.
It's
I'm not
only light
going.
only light you got is the light you have in your that Phoebe has. Yep.
Okay.
Maybe there's a cellar, or maybe
Let's go.
there's a cellar. We don't know yet.
Do we have a map of the house? Or could I quickly sketch one with my art supplies?
Yes. Yes. On the
I will
first
help.
floor is a living room. You have a foyer. Just imagine a hallway in the middle with the stairs going up. On the right is a living room. On the left is the dining room. And then the kitchen takes up most of the northwest of the house.
Well,
Really?
who's gonna
Can I
cook
step
for
up?
us now?
Not it.
What's that, Esma?
Can I
Who's
step
going-
away from the group?
Hold on. Esma, what were you saying?
Who's going to cook for us now?
The tree.
Damn it, Esma.
The tree, of course.
As much as I enjoy some good wood, I doubt that's going to help.
You and me both.
Not wrong.
Disappointing.
Oh no. Do I notice any sort of disturbance in the dust that's on the ground, the dust that's all over the ground? Does it look like there are footprints, or does it look totally undisturbed?
It looks totally undisturbed, and this is where you guys can start using your investigative abilities. You tell me what you want to use, and if there happens to be something, some kind of clue, I'll give it to you.
Esme is going to want to go into the kitchen,
Okay.
and try to get a little bit of some samples of the tree, and the dirt around the tree,
Okay.
and see if there's anything that she can find else in that area where the kitchen is, and she'll look over her shoulder and say, "There's not even any Kool-Aid."
Yes, his
Can I
icebox is gone
check?
too. His icebox is completely gone. You take do you have a skill? Do you have geology, Esma?
I have evidence collection.
I have geology,
Okay.
but you'll have to be nice if you want me to help you. I'll go up and look at the
I was
rocks,
just
and I'm gonna be
completely
nice
silent.
regardless.
I never.
For the good of the group, I will go use my skills to help these people who apparently,
pull her hair.
unbeknownst to me before this started, were absolute jerks to me my entire life, and I still love them for some reason.
Esme, as you pass Esme, she'll say, "I don't know why you are putting me in the same box as everyone else. I'm the only one that actually liked you because, hello, look at my Hera and look at yours. We're similar, but different."
Yeah, I'm just gonna go look at the rocks. Maybe, see, I would like to use my geology on the rocks. And question, those of us that have photography, do we have cameras? Or a camera between us?
I'd like to trip her on the way when she walks by.
Of course we would. This feels like my real life, guys.
To trip her. I would like
This is
to-
fucking savage. this is PvP. We've started PvP. It started. It started really early this time.
I just trip and I look at her and I say, "Thank you, may I have another?"
Thank you, man.
If
Have
you'd
another.
like. I always like it when you're on your knees. Sorry, not sorry.
Can I check if there's anything carved on the tree?
There is nothing carved on the tree.
All right.
But the
I'll
geology
leave it in the
tells you
kitchen.
that these rocks are very, very not from around here.
These rocks are not from around
Really?
here. I'm not sure where they've got off
Exactly.
So I think I missed the answer. Do we have cameras or only?
If you'd like to have a camera, you can have a camera. They'd be the newest, hottest
Hang on,
tech.
are the rocks?
Oh, I will definitely have one then.
valuable?
Ew.
The rocks look like rocks. They don't look valuable. They're not like
not-
precious
not-
or anything.
Not taking them.
They're like
Do
great.
they look like they're...
They're
Sorry, go ahead.
They actually look like they're they fit better like underwater. They don't like. It seems really weird that they'd be here in a kitchen.
Are they from Kalloch, by the way? Like maybe Kalloch water? You said that Marcus's thing was from Kalloch. I'm wondering if there's a connection there.
You would not be able to place them as being, this is from Kalloch, but they're definitely not from around here.
Were they
These
flown
rocks
in
are
by
not from around
African
here.
swallows?
Why not European swallows?
Yes.
Do the roots look like roots,
Don't
or
know.
are there any tentacly like?
Oh, we got a sand bomb. Oh.
Wait, what? Oh, God! Why?
Miss Phoebe, you got a sanity bomb.
Of course I did. Of course.
Okay. Phoebe, you were going into the kitchen, right?
No, I was looking at the rock. Yes, the kitchen, because the tree and the rocks were in the
Exactly.
kitchen. Yes.
As you're looking at
I
the
was,
rock, you stand up and you look around the not kitchen, and suddenly a good memory plays out in front of you. But right at one moment, it goes very, very bad. What was it?
Oh? The memory?
Yeah, what was the memory?
I was in the Meister's office, and I did too bring lollipops for everyone. Like, I can't share them, but I have spare.
Thank you.
It's Phoebe's vice. I was in the Meister's office, and we were looking over something, and he found something, and it was exciting, and then all of a sudden, everything just started to go dark, and I felt like there was this presence behind me. And I turned to look, and then it was just gone.
It was too close. You could almost feel breath on you. And yeah, and like you feel like just the moment before a hand touches you, and you shivered. I need you to roll plus grit.
Oh.
2d6.
Uh-oh. Wait, grit. Okay.
We also missed another sanity bomb in chat.
We did?
Yeah, there was a random one. It was earlier.
All right.
It was back before the donut emojis from Spooky.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, from Friendin.
Oh yeah. Oh no. I think I don't. Oh.
It's random.
Friendin, you got to
And then
pick, buddy.
I add my grit to that.
Don't be
I add my
afraid.
grit to that, correct?
Yes, add your grit or minus.
Okay.
I'll
Oh.
take it. I'll take this
I
unity.
didn't
You
do
don't
it.
have
Hold
to roll
on.
for it if you don't want to. Take it.
There's
All right, we got a
Doing this
volunteer.
on my phone, and it's not doing it. Lovely. Oh, okay. Why is it not doing it?
Where's my
It's-
Put a space between roll and 2.
Thank
You
you.
got it.
We're giving the
I am
other.
not the techie one. Can you tell?
That's okay. I'm a programmer. This is my job.
Oh, I got a 9.
You got
Jeez, Louise.
You got a 9. That's almost.
I did.
Yes, that's
And I got a
almost a
10.
success. You confront this. You confront it. You turn to confront whatever
Oh, yeah. No, it's a 9. Sorry.
whatever's behind you. It's not there. Yeah. But when you turn, it's not like you turn and nothing's there. You turn and there was something there. It's just not there anymore.
Which one of you did that?
And
Did
we
what?
Did what? And
There was something
take
behind me.
a hit on your
Wasn't
sanity.
looking.
Oh no.
Meanwhile, Asma,
Sorry, I got a 7. I rolled wrong the first time. Sorry.
You're
oh
rolling
wait,
right
I
now?
did it. No, I rolled wrong again. I said I'd take it.
I know.
Hold on, I did 2d5 instead of 2d6.
That's
Bananas.
okay.
11.
Nice. So, the end is near. I hear a noise at the door, as of some immense, slippery body lumbering against it. It shall not find me. God, that hand. The window. The window. You feel like...
The walls.
Yeah, suddenly something's outside. Slipperily, body lumbering against the door. You look at these women, and then you're looking at the window, and you see a hand. Is it a hand, or is it 5 tentacles? Slap against it.
Yeah.
5 tentacles.
You shake it off. Yes. You shake it off. Maybe even walk up to the window and look outside, because you're not worried.
I'll put my hand in the same spot as where the tentacled hand was. Because obviously I'm going to think it's tentacles. But I'm going to smirk and look over my shoulder. Just chuckle.
Well played. All right. What else are we doing?
I have a question.
Yes.
Are flashbulbs a thing yet?
Do we want
For
them to be a thing?
photography.
Sure, they're a thing.
Okay. Then absolutely I have a
Okay.
and I would like to begin taking photos from afar of the tree.
Okay. You take photos.
Idea.
I don't know if it's
Ooh.
more like a...
Yeah.
Tiny explosion.
Yeah.
Are these like
I have a
Polaroids
suitcase, I
in a
guess.
way?
I'm interested in them being a Polaroid, but if we have to do like old-timey tripod flashbulb development, I'm okay with that too.
Throw some Just throw some of your abilities at me.
In the kitchen, where did the do I see, like, where do I think the dirt came from? I want to use forensics to try and figure out where the dirt came from. I'm basically only going to use forensics tonight. This is the thing that I fucking know. Where do I think the dirt came from? Does it look like it's pushing up through the ground? Does it look like it came in through one of the doors, up from the cellar? Like, where did it come from?
Well, while she's looking, Esme is going to walk back from the window to the kitchen, see her, like, trying to just look for examine the dirt. She'll lean down and she'll say, if you're trying to figure out where dirt comes from, likely the ground.
Yes, but which ground? I put my hand on your face and I push you away. And I'm like, I'm doing
While
it
this
right
happens,
now.
I'm gonna gesture at your shoes and just go, and sip my coffee.
I silently approve of this.
I'm gonna take out my tiny. I'm sorry. I have one of those purses that you can fit a bottle of wine into, like a wine sock. That's not what I wanted to say.
A wine sock.
skin.
Dude, who brought the wine sock?
A wine skin purse.
Wine sock
Wine
purses
sock
that you can get on Amazon. Absolutely.
Order now.
I know what I'm.
I
getting
pulled out my
at.
wine sock. Look, it sounds like something Marge would have, yeah.
And I'm gonna stand next to Marge and
Wine hammock.
Well,
the
we know where
dirt.
this night's going.
The dirt. There's nothing unusual about the dirt that you can figure out. It just seems like any other kind of dirt. It is coming out of the ground. The floor is missing.
Okay, there you go.
Yes, the floor is missing. Mm-hmm.
Is the ground up to floor level, or is it like drop?
It's a good question.
It's a little dropped. There's a little bit of a step down.
Okay. So we go house. Suddenly the house stops and you can see like the foundation and stuff. Tree.
Yeah.
All right.
I would like to. How tall is this tree? I'd like to climb this tree.
The tree goes up into the
anybody have
where
climb trees?
his bedroom is right above the kitchen, and it goes up into there. When you look up, you can see parts of his bed is gone. Dressers, if you remember him having a dresser or two, that's all gone. There's some paintings that are still hanging on the wall, but the floor's gone, and the tree goes up and it's cramped. It looks like the roof. Obviously, you didn't see anything missing from the roof on the outside. Just you would have saw a giant tree growing out of it. So the tree kind of stops at the top of the Meister's bedroom.
So when you say
just take the stairs.
When you say gone, do you mean like gone, or is there debris around?
No debris.
Esme is going to use her athletics and climb the tree, and also kind of look around to see if there's any sort of unusual liquids. But then as she sees her sister getting ready to climb the stairs, I'd like to also use my authority to tell her to stop being a pussy and climb the fucking tree.
You have authority?
Oh my.
Well,
I'm taking the stairs. I'll meet you guys upstairs. I'm not climbing that fucking tree.
who's climbing the tree?
Not
I'm taking the stairs.
Roll.
I'm also
tree.
taking
Got
the
it.
stairs.
No, you know what? I'll take the stairs. I need to investigate on the way
Wait.
up.
I'm
I'm
just
also
gonna have
gonna
you roll.
take a candle
I do
so that I
have
actually
authority
can inherit a candle.
as a skill. I thought I'd use it.
I thought you were using it on one person. I didn't think it was me.
If you're using it on everybody, then I'm gonna have to climb the tree.
Respect.
I don't want to,
authority.
but I feel like I need to show you up now.
Like, can we resist with
Roll
grit,
of
maybe?
authority.
She would definitely be focusing on Paris because
All right,
it doesn't like her.
because Paris is a bitch. That's okay.
What'd you say, Miss Phoebe? You had a question, Miss Phoebe?
My only thought was, I was curious to see if we could oppose her authority with grit or charm. Otherwise, I'd like to head into the dining room and make sure, first of all, that there's no dragons in there, and second of all, just see if what else is in there.
Into the dining room? Yeah, you had to walk through there to get to the kitchen anyway. There's the table is the same table he's used forever. Oh, hey, Sikazilla, thank you very much. Thanks for joining the junction.
Hey, thank you, Sikazilla.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing. It's the same table he's had forever, except it's got that thin layer of dust on it.
Is the table set?
It is not set.
Interesting.
Not set. But I will tell you. Let's see. There are some letters on it.
Like send in the snail mail letters, or letters like someone scribbled in the dust letters?
No. Letters like send in the mail letters. Looks like they're from different adventuring outfitters. Like they little catalogs. They're kind of opened, so you can look through them. Little catalogs about gear and things for going on expeditions.
So even if they're not opened, I'm going to open them and be nosy in the interest of everyone, of course.
Okay. Now, all of you are going upstairs. As you go upstairs, there's just a small hallway. On one side is the den. The door is open. The other side is the door to the bedroom, and that's, of course, got a tree in it.
Let's go into. I'm going to go into the den.
Yeah, it's hardwood, almost entirely bookshelves.
How hard is the wood?
A lot of hardwood in his den. Lots of books.
There we go. That's the stride I thought we'd hit at some point.
Sorry.
Maps, more antiques. It's like a cave. No, it's more like a nest. The floor is covered in stacks of papers. Some seem like research. A few others look like ledgers. His camera is here, sitting on a stack of photos.
Let's take a look at those photos.
Royal Oak? Why are we talking about Royal Oak?
It's hardwood.
Oh, Royal. Okay.
It's
a city near me.
While they take the photos, I grab the camera and walk away.
I think I'm still climbing a tree.
Forever climbing tree.
Stabbin's got the camera. Who's looking at the photos? Okay. So Jancy, the photos show there's a lot of some rocky location. The stones in the rocky location kind of resemble the stones in the house.
Another one for Jancy, right? As she's looking at the stones.
Well played.
Son of a bitch!
Dragons in the dining room.
I have outdoors as a skill. Where is this? Actually do have outdoors.
Jancy, as you're starting to look through these photos and you're looking at the rocks and you're like, why is he looking at he's taking these pictures of these rocks and things? That's when it hits you that these are rocks look a lot like the ones you see down in the kitchen.
Wait a second.
And in between some of them and underneath some of them, you see these faces are all looking at you, peeking out from. At first you think you don't notice them, and then when you look a little harder, you see there's one, looks like a child, and there's another one, and there's another one. As you start flipping through them quickly, you see all these little.
It's like a flip book.
Little children, and then as you're flipping, they start coming out of the holes at you. Roll grit.
Put it down. What's the fear of holes? Is that tryptophobia? What is that?
That sounds right.
Holdophobia?
Yeah. Holdophobia. That's it.
Holdophobia.
That sounds way more scientific than tryptophobia.
I think you're right though, Jen.
So do I need to roll 2d6 plus something? Oh no. What? Wait. Do I need to roll 2d6 plus?
Yes. Grit.
My grit.
Mm-hmm.
11. Woo!
Nice.
Nicely done.
Holdophobia.
I'm into it. I flipped through the book a couple times.
Don't fear the hole.
You flip past him. You're like, I'm just going to get past these. And there are other pictures. One of actually, you get past them, you find a large, tall obelisk. It's larger than the 4-foot stone that that Marcus had told you about. But it's also covered in strange glyphs in this rocky setting. And then just past that, go ahead.
With outdoors. Would I be able to try and figure out what this is, like where this is?
You don't. It's just.
I don't know if outdoors is like outdoors or like an outdoor, like a survival type thing.
It's more like a survival thing. It's
Okay,
more like
cool.
when you're outdoors, yeah. But I mean, it's good.
Well, I'm screwed because we're indoors.
Well, yeah. Yeah. So, and then the last photo is actually Meister with 4 other men or people. Two kind of nondescript humans, a tall elf with a very serious mustache, and a brutish-looking dwarf. They're standing in the living room in front of the strange rocks that have displaced the kitchen.
Okay. I show this to the rest of the group and I say, do any of you recognize these 4 men? I don't know if they would. I would just ask that question.
I think I'm still downstairs.
Everybody who's not climbing a tree. I show the photo too.
I was gonna say, am I done?
Definitely climbing a tree.
Stabbin is gone. Stabbin took the camera and is like, this camera's worth some shit. I'm going to pawn it.
Yes, I'm gone.
Maybe I head downstairs to the living room and try to like place the image like where they were and see like what I see there.
Sure.
But I can let other people do stuff in the other people can do things in the meantime. I don't want to take up too much space.
No, you'll.
Well, if I go ahead, sorry.
I was just gonna say, whoever's in the den, what are their skills they want to use? Investigative abilities.
When I get there.
I say if I'm downstairs while they're deciding what to do, when I see Jancy come downstairs, I'd like to go over and see what she's doing and see if maybe my geology or occult could help, or architecture with the stones in the photos.
I hand the photo over.
Thank you.
There's as you start looking at the specifically the ones with the obelisk, you feel like there's one picture stuck to the back of it, and you kind of move it, and there's another obelisk, but this one's a little different. It looks more like maybe a pyramid than an obelisk, and then that kind of tells you it's like they're from different parts of the world. It seems like that would be your guess. They're not.
I would explain all this to Jancy and say, as much as I hate to suspect it, it could be possible that one of my sisters did something to Father. They're not the kindest people. I want to solve this, and I think you're suspicious enough to trust.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I'm suspicious enough to trust.
Well, I mean, you're suspicious
Agreed.
enough.
No, I get it. No, I totally get it. I'm suspicious of everybody. No, it's good. I'm like, okay, sure. I suspect you least of all.
Well, I mean, you've watched them, trip me and try and shut me in the door, so, I would have reason to kill them long before the Meister, so it would make sense.
Yes.
You told me to do it.
She has a point.
By the way, Mark, is that Cuervo's bottle? Did you put that back there on purpose?
No, nothing to see. Nothing to see there. I don't know what you're talking about.
I always want to know if that was on purpose because it was fantastic. if that's an actual Cuervo bottle.
I think it is.
I think it is too.
Incredible.
I think it is 3.
Yeah, I didn't make that out of paper mache, my friend.
You're so on brand. It's perfect.
Subliminal, man. All right, those of you in the den. Those of you in the den. Who's still in the den? Esma? I keep saying it wrong.
I'm Esme.
Esme.
I'm climbing the tree with Paris.
Oh.
Yeah, we're still trying
Paris climb the tree.
Wait, you and Paris are climbing the tree.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm totally missed that.
I used my authority to make her climb the tree.
Gotcha. Okay,
my skill, authority. Yes.
Why don't you guys roll? Why don't you guys both roll? Either fight or grit, depending on whichever's better for you. Nice.
Sanity bomb.
Man, these people are doing it just right, man. They know what they're
Oh
doing. All right, Perry, you have a
grit
sanity bomb.
All right. And then what do I roll? I'm sorry.
You're gonna end up rolling a 2d6 plus your grit or minus your grit,
6.
whatever it is. Yeah.
In game room text, is it this one?
Yeah. You're climbing the tree with Esme. You guys are kind of going up, and you start getting this weird feeling, and the tree starts feeling a little wet as you get farther up, maybe even a little spongy, like it's not wood anymore, but it's still enough you can grip onto. And you're like,
it's not the only
looks
thing.
Weird. You look over at Esme, and Esme turns, and instead of her face, she's wearing a lion mask.
Oh, shit.
Just like you saw in your dream in the masquerade party.
No.
And she starts, looks like she's crawling over towards you. And as she's doing that, the tree gets more and more spongy. And you almost feel like you're hanging on for dear life, and you're sliding now. You're starting to slide down the tree. And you're sliding faster and faster. You've already gone past the floor.
Oh shit! I'm not fine with that anymore.
Roll 2d6 plus grit. What'd you get?
2d6 plus grit.
While she looks like, oh god, I don't know if I should say this.
So it's a 2d6.
You better say it now. That's all there is.
Yeah. Plus 1, so 11.
11? Okay.
Did I do that right?
I got an 11. Yeah.
No, you don't have to. Oh, you got 11 for climbing, so you're awesome. You're climbing right up the tree. But for your sanity roll there, Perry, you got 11?
No, that was my climb.
You're
right.
Your climb was good. 2d6
right,
plus
so
your grit or minus your grit, whatever it is.
Okay, so my grit is plus 1, so it's still 2d6, and then I add the 1 to the thing. Okay, so 6 total.
As she starts to fall down, can I make a statement at her?
Yes, go for it now.
You'd be more successful, Paris, if the next time you try to climb something, you keep your legs closed. Your breath does stink.
Wow.
Oh. So, Perry, you say this to her, and you say it as a jape, as you would yourself. But when you look down, you see such abject terror on her face. She's flipping out, like she's falling, and her fear actually makes you see her slipping and sliding down the tree. And who else is there?
Can I reach out to grab her?
Jancy's there. You come, Jancy. You come over. Because you
I'm
want
in
to
the living room.
Yeah, but you came over to see because the tree is right there. You wanted to see where the picture was taken, which was right in front of the tree.
Oh, so I thought you said the picture was taken in the living room.
No, it was with them in front of the tree with
then
the rocks.
I'm there.
Yeah,
I'm there.
And so
can I reach out to try to grab her? Even though I don't like her, I still am not gonna.
You didn't intend to
truly
pushing me off a tree.
You all feel her terror. She screams out in such a scream that it affects even all of you. All of you are taking a point of sanity. Or losing a point of sanity.
Can I try to grab her?
Yes, try to grab her.
Yes,
roll 2d6 plus either grit or fight, whichever one's better for you.
As much as I don't like her, she's still family. I'm not gonna. 11.
Actually, I was just the help.
I got an 11. So still, to her, you're still family. So.
Oh, thank
you. Grab. She's got you. Esme kind of recenters you, but the rest of you are shook.
So she is no longer wearing the mask.
She is no longer wearing the mask. It is over.
Okay.
Down. I was just kidding.
No.
Girls with thick skin.
I assess the honesty of Esme's statement.
We've reached the hour. We're gonna take a quick break here, guys, for 10 minutes, and we will be back with more Girls' Night Out, the murderer of Meister Kalloch.
Yay!
Right. See you guys in a bit.
Wait, he's dead?
Girls Club.
Oh, you gotta go LLC. You know, fuck corporations. Oh, hey there. It's your old friend Zipperface. Now, when I first evolved into my current beautiful state, I would only eat faces. Exclusive. I love faces. Noses, lips, that sweet little part under the eyes. But then, I would just shamble away without eating the rest of the body. Just leave it sitting there, wasteful. But since then, I've developed processes. I don't waste shit. Now you can learn to take advantage of all your meal by listening to my Dead Talks. I cover important things like proper corpse prep. Or, if you don't need it, sell it. Or, in the spleen, horror show, or hors d'oeuvre. How can you attend my dead talks? Great question. Meet me out back at the Piggly Wiggly parking lot at 7 p.m. Don't forget to bring a dead friend.
And then he says, #turkeys rules. Yeah, he said it better. Oh, hey, it's I, Pogli. Yeah, I just got into Twinstown. It's a pretty cool... excuse me, bud?
I don't speak common.
Okay. Weird town. Yeah, so I'm on the trail of that super criminal group. Yeah, I heard about some of the things they did while they were here. Stealing from folk, murder in the streets. They started some fires just to watch them fucking burn. These guys are fucking hard asses. Yeah. Oh, and the meathead adopted this little elf girl. Yeah, I think she's a fucking psycho, though. Oh, hey, I'm here. The laughing stag.
Oh, hello there. If you would like to enter, my sexy bald friend, you must first answer a riddle.
Riddle?
Yeah. Are you ready?
Riddles?
Okay. Look, no need to get crazy. If you want to come in, you could come in. I can clearly see you're a human. The answer to the riddle was cock goblin, but it doesn't matter. You could come on in, my sexy bald friend.
Yeah, he was cute. Well, it's a nice place. Real nice. Yeah, I gotta find somebody named Whisper Jim. Huh. But since we're here, might as well have a drink. Let's get drunk. And dragons. Stay tuned, heroes. Oh, you want some alchemy ale?
It's the apocalypse. The world is completely shit. There's no government. It's kill or be killed. And not to mention there's a lot of us. Zombies. Hungering for your flesh. Not exactly the best time to have a kid, am I right? Huh? But condoms are for nerds. Yuck. So what do you do with that weak little crying thing that's gonna alert the horde at any minute? Look for baby dumps. Conveniently placed dumpsters all over the wasteland. Got a screaming problem? Baby dumps. Can't feed the extra mouth? Baby dumps. Just dump the problem, and one of our trained baby de-lifing technicians will take care of the rest. So that you can rest. Easy. Baby dumps by Zombo.
Roll one die, then trash one die. So we're going to re-roll one of these ones and trash the other one. Actually, her extra power, Savannah, is play when trashing dice, trash one fewer die. So we don't have to even trash that. So that's kind of cool. 5. Okay, good. That's what I needed. All right, so that's 13. I need 2 more. So, how this plays out, this thing's big old head comes out of, and Evangeline sees it, and it turns around, it's coming at her, and it's long enough that it's like coming at the windshield of this monster truck. And Evangeline, like, instead of going to go away, she like goes straight at it, and Savannah leans over and unbuckles her, or kind of hands her the gator cannon, and she reaches out the window with the gator cannon. And this lets me add, I get to recycle, and I can add +2 to this die roll if this is an animus threat, which it is. And boom, the alligator cannon goes off and blows a big hole in the side of this thing's face. Its jaw goes, its head goes back and falls back into the water. And that's a recycle, so that's badass. And you're dead, and now a trophy for Evangeline.
Hey, it's your old buddy Zipperface. You know, There are a lot of tasty parts on a living person. Everyone's got their favorites. Me? My favorite's dick. Never had much use for them when I was alive, but now they're crispy. Great snacking. Or tear off a bunch for dinner. Share them with your friends, or hoard them for yourself. And if you're looking for the best dick, try Zombo's Dick on a Stick. Only the best dicks make it on my sticks. It's the closest thing to tearing it off yourself. Good. Dick on a Stick by Zombo. Hey everybody, we're hero approved. Look at this guy over here, this grudge couch, where the players are guaranteed to be more intoxicated than their characters. Ha! And they're gonna make you laugh your ass off. And that guy over there, dragons in the dining room. They actually stream from their dining room, and I don't know how they put the fucking dragons in there, but it's pretty sweet. They all jammed in there. It's great. The guy down there, Joe Dirt. Yeah, got jump in the hole. Got jump in that hole. Good homebrew stuff. Yeah, good times. This little lady down here, wholesome heart. That's what a little bit of chaos. Yeah, a little bit of chaos. And me, you gotta catch me on Saturdays. Agent Spooky's Pocket Punch Roadshow. Hit the road. And we are hero approved.
Don't laugh, you're making me laugh.
Hello, I'm D20 TV. On Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, you can see me creating maps in Dungeon Fog, then putting them into Foundry Virtual Tabletop, and then I light up the Forge and tie it all together in World Anvil. On Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, you'll see me DM a live play campaign called Magitech Coalition. On Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, I DM a live play campaign called Rise of the Serpent. On Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern, I discuss 5th edition basics, lore, roleplay etiquette, as well as tips and tricks for both players and game masters. On Saturdays at 10 p.m. Eastern, I DM a psychological thriller in the Court of Thorns. On Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern, I roleplay the famous halfling baker of battle muffins, Nana D. I look forward to hanging out with you. And remember, life is an adventure. Roll for initiative.
You gotta diversify in this world. Then I'm gonna go global. Humans. Tasty, right? Good eatings. But too many of them think they're Rick Grimes. Coming at us zombies all hacking with their samurai swords. It's bullshit. But you know what these humans really hate? Their own urine. Yep. Especially if you get in their eyes. Or their mouth. Oh, they hate that. Introducing Normie Begone. Turns out, if you spray them with their own piss, they stay away. Oh, here comes a normie now.
I'm totally Daryl.
Bad normie, gone.
What is this? Oh, gross. What is this? Is this urine?
Normie Begone by Zombo.
And we're back. Hey everybody.
On that note,
surprise! Waka waka.
Gray has a Hope's-lite for me. Gray has a Hope's-lite for me.
They sure do.
Okay.
And there was also
They
a bomb, I think, or a Sanity Bomb before, just as we went to break.
Oh really? So
For
Jancy
Jancy,
okay,
I think.
Jancy.
Wait, was it Jancy?
I think it's a Hope's-lite.
Well-
It was a Hope's-lite that I got, not a Sanity Bomb.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry.
No,
I
it's okay.
recovered from the Wilhelm scream.
I see.
Okay, yeah, I don't see. Yep, it was a hope light. You're feeling better, Jancy Drew. So the ladies.
I investigated.
So
found out it was just a fake scream, or it was a real scream. It was a fake situation. Oh my god.
So we're.
I lose a sanity point.
That's Mark. So the ladies are currently investigating the house of the missing Meister Kalloch, the mentor / father, or too many of them, searching his home for any indication of where he might have gone, because he has been missing for 4 or 5 days now. We rejoin. Let's see, we've got Perry, Miss Phoebe, and Jancy Drew downstairs investigating the tree. Jancy is looking at a photo, matching up a photo with. It is exactly the same. They must have taken it in the dining room. A little farther back shows Meister and those 4 gentlemen. And then, Marg, where are you at?
I went to up the stairs with
you're
Stabbin.
in the den. You're in the den. What are you doing in the den?
Probably smoking some herbs.
Mark's checking out again.
That's
Esme.
probably what I'm doing.
Esme, you've climbed the tree. You've climbed the tree.
Looking
Oh, you're
for
holding
the
on.
minibar.
You're
There
holding
used
on
to
to
be a
Perry.
minibar here somewhere.
Where's the minibar?
Where's
Okay,
the minibar?
so you're looking for the minibar.
Where's the fucking Cuervo? Someone stole my fucking bottle. Where's my Cuervo?
Where did it go?
Mark.
That's the real mystery.
Marg, as you're looking for the missing
Sweating is
liquor cabinet,
horseshit.
you're. Did you say this wedding is horseshit?
Yes. That was last time.
Oh, thank you, Dragons in the dining room.
Thank you.
Okay, we got our show.
Shit.
Oh my gosh.
For Marg. Marg.
Exciting.
All right, Marg. So you're looking for the You're looking for that liquor cabinet. You're looking around, and as you're kind of looking around, everything gets really quiet. And at first you're like, oh, wow, this is the first time these ladies have ever been quiet for longer than a couple minutes, right? And then...
It's about fucking time.
Right? It's real nice. It's real nice. Except...
Try to find that fucking bar.
Yeah, except you go to say that out loud, and you don't even hear yourself anymore. You look around, and you speak, and is, who else is still in the den? Is anybody else in the den with her? I don't think... Oh, Stabbin.
I'm in the bedroom.
The bedroom can't really be in the bedroom because it's got a big tree there, and unless you're hanging in the tree. Let's say you're in the doorway. She turns.
No, I'm not hanging. Okay.
Yeah, Marg turns and she speaks to you, and you don't look. It's almost like you're looking through her. And Marg, the weirdest thought comes into your head, and you can't shake it. Are you even here? Are you even here? Did you even come here?
Through me.
Is this still the dream that's going on from the other night? Who are you? What are you? Roll sanity, please. Well, plus grit. 2d6 plus grit, or minus.
Sorry, I typed that wrong. 2d6.
Miss Phoebe,
I
you're
got a
feeling
4.
better. You got a 4?
I got a 4.
So Stabbin, Marg starts yelling at you, and she's yelling at you as if she doesn't think you can hear her, and she's yelling and she's yelling and she's screaming, and she's screaming something about a liquor cabinet and why can't you fucking hear me and who am I, where am I? She's flipping
Where's my
out.
fucking Cuervo?
It rattles.
I'll get it for you. What's wrong?
It rattles even you. You're taking a hit of sanity, and so is she.
Who took my Cuervo?
Stabbin, if you can, how do you calm her down?
You drank it all. What is your issue?
Fuck!
Just close the fucking door and leave her there. She'll come to her fucking...
Stabbin closes the door and lets you work it out on your own.
Well, shit.
So, I'm kind of glad I'm adopted at this point, because this family is obviously unbalanced.
That's your fucking sister. Help her.
Esme, I'm wondering what you're doing in the tree.
Looking around and trying to see if there's any kind of liquids or any substances that might give me or any other type of evidence using my evidence collection that would give me any hint as to, and especially with my history of what might have occurred.
You.
No Quavo. Where's
Hey,
the
thank you
Quavo?
for the butts. Thank you for the butts, Seekazilla. Thank you for throwing butts at us.
For the rest of the night.
They are now
your
butts.
hearts our way.
It's a heart, which is
We
designed
appreciate
after a
the
butt.
butts.
How did that happen?
The magic butts. Thank you.
We love it when people come in and drop butts on the channel.
Yes.
Esme, you find in addition to a couple plates and maybe a salt shaker, you see an envelope in between some of the branches, stuck in some of the branches. You grab it.
the envelope and read it.
Yep, and inside are 5 carriage tickets. The date from the for the trip is 2 days from now.
Do I recognize any names on the tickets, or are there any names?
There are no names on the tickets. It's just the name's a town that you know is pretty far south from here. It isn't Kalloch, but it's on the way.
Okay, I'd like to climb back down the tree, and then find wherever my sisters are. Everyone except for Jancy Drew, because Jancy is not part of the family, and they give each one of them one of the tickets and say, "Looks like we have somewhere to go."
The bottle just reappeared. Just FYI.
I found the Quavo! I found it!
That was incredible, the way that it went back into the room. Incredible.
The Marg, as you're flipping out,
Little munchkin, you.
and part of the downside of you, as you kind of start coming back together, you're frantically searching in one part of the room for the liquor cabinet that used to be there. And as you're kind of moving some stuff, looking for, you see the outline of the liquor cabinet where it used to be, and it looks a lot like a door. And in fact, there's a handle kind of thing. You grab it and it clicks, and you find a room you didn't even know existed.
What in the Narnia is this shit?
Well played. What in the Narnia is this bullshit? All right.
Hey, you guys, I found the Quavo in a hobbit hole. You guys want to clam bake the hobbit hole?
Yeah.
It's basically a hobbit hole. It's like a walk-in closet back there. It's dusty
It's like
and
a little
stuffy.
cubby hole.
It is. There's a small roll-top desk. Some of his, maybe some more rare books, you're going to guess. And pictures of you and Miss Phoebe on the wall.
Oh.
And you see,
it was so cute back then.
on the
What
desk,
the fuck happened to us?
on this desk, you see a particularly different kind of book that looks like it's got stuff sticking out of it and things.
Uh-oh, I found Dad's dirty magazines. This is awkward. This is... Oh, gosh.
Instead of dirty pictures,
Oh, my God.
instead of dirty pictures, you find it's kind of like a series of dossiers on the gentlemen that were... Well, I don't know if you saw the other picture, but you see, like, the first one's a human, and there's a little bit of write-up about him. His name's Franco, an archaeologist. A notation from your dad says he's been to Kalloch on 10 different digs. His comment is poor. The next his name is Jules.
Rude.
He's also a human, a guide, expert on traveling the southern continent. The third one is a dwarf. His name's Bushbit, tough digger and mountaineer.
No, you heard it right.
I don't think I heard that right.
Tough digger and mountaineer.
He's got strong
He digs.
hands. I like
He
his
digs.
grit.
He digs. He's a mountaineer. He works cheap for a chance at traveling to Kalloch. And then finally is question?
No, go ahead. I was just inquiring about the elf with the mustache.
Yeah, Aristelli. He's a ranger. Your dad
Bless you.
writes that he's a very dangerous person indeed. A good one to have on the trip.
And what was the first one's name again? I'm sorry.
Franco.
Franco, thank you. Franco, Jules.
James Franco. human.
Mountaineer, and then the sneeze. The sneeze elf. Got it.
Aristelli.
Yes, him.
Sneeze.
Gesundheit.
Slappy Balls, I need you to keep track of how many clips you've made. Anybody else has made clips, please. I'll get you your gold. That sweet, sweet gold. All right. What are we doing, ladies?
Do we, from downstairs, do we hear the noise upstairs of her looking for the liquor cabinet and screaming?
Sure. Yes. Yes. Everybody heard Marg screaming from upstairs.
Then I would like to run upstairs and see if she's quite all right. I mean, I know she's not quite all there, but I want to make sure she's quite all right.
I would also like to do the same thing, taking as many candles with me as I go.
I love it.
I need that.
I'm also walking in and passing out everyone except for Jancy, one of the stagecoach tickets. And if Jancy comes and sees that, I'm going to make sure to tell her she's going to have to get her own Daddy Only Paid for Us.
I pull out a ticket from my pocket because I already have one. 2 steps ahead of you, see? And then I head to the living room, but I can wait. I'll head to the living room because I want to check out the living room.
Yeah, the living room, of course you have no history there, but there doesn't seem to be much there. Are you going to use your evidence collection?
Yeah. I'd like to see if there's anything worth collecting in here.
Can I help her with my evidence collection?
You went upstairs. You're passing out tickets to everybody but me.
You guys.
Oh, you didn't go upstairs to find out about the screams with everybody else?
I didn't.
Okay, then I won't help her. She's important.
The only thing you guys find is in the living room are more of the catalogs that that list out different types of adventuring gear and things. And maybe one that shows a receipt that hasn't that it should be delivered in the next few days.
Like ahead of now, or
like yes, yeah, like in a couple days he's supposed to be getting some gear. That's what you find.
So they shouldn't have left yet. Okay.
Well, like at least one day because the carriage tickets say 2 days. So.
Okay.
Can we see the date that the tickets were purchased? Because shouldn't the little ticket stubs have a date they were purchased?
4 days ago.
This much dust should not be here after just 4 days. Something's obviously afoot.
Unless he just didn't clean, which is entirely possible.
He's an old
Wait a
man.
minute, was he single?
I mean, Harris wasn't here to.
He's never had a
single white dad male living by himself.
Yeah.
Wait, he's never never had a sweetheart. Then how did my sisters get here?
You were yeah, that's a good question.
Osmosis.
Really good question.
Crotch tears.
I don't know. Did mom die? I don't know. Did mom die when you guys were young, or?
Sure.
I googled it once for a friend. Crotch tears did in fact play a role.
Is there a cellar? You said there used to be a cellar.
There is a cellar. When you guys were in the kitchen, you noticed the stairs to the cellar are still there.
I'd like to go check out the cellar, even though I have a fear of what might happen down in the cellar.
Okay, as it's old wood stairs go down into an unfinished dirt floor basement.
Oh, great.
There's crates in one corner, labeled pretty obviously in like a paint or something, with Marg and Phoebe. A ragged wooden door takes up most of the opposite wall. But the weird thing is hanging in the middle of the room is this wooden cage kind of thing. It's hanging from the ceiling. Inside is this large ovoid stone, about the size of an ostrich egg, with raised bands of characters all around it.
I'm not there.
I kind of shout up to everybody and say, "Hey, I found your dad's caged egg down here."
I run downstairs as fast as I can.
I'm sorry that they don't know.
Perfect.
We'll run downstairs. What do you mean we can sit on this? The kitchen floor.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so you yell that, and as you're yelling that, you feel something hit your head, and another thing hit your face like it's drips of water, and you go like this, and another couple fall, and you catch one, and it's a maggot. And then more starts falling on you,
okay.
and you look up, and as you look up, more fall on your face, and you guys shaking like this, and that's when the skeleton hands come out of the ground and grab your feet again. But this time they're grabbing they're moving up your leg. They got to your knees. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Just to my knees. All right. Okay. Just checking, little skeleton hands. What you doing?
Please roll with grit.
Okay. 2d6 plus 1. That's a 4. Hello.
Ooh. Who's? Oh, okay. So we're gonna give you guys a break because you guys are still running down. So you guys come down. Phoebe, you came running. Is that what I saw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I immediately, as soon as I heard it, because Jancy seems like the most level-headed one, so I'm mostly concerned for her.
No means
Don't
no,
tell my
skeleton
sister.
hands.
Can I grab? Is the egg in the cage? Like, is the cage open?
No, it's
Is
not
it
open.
Just sitting there?
It's not open. But Jancy's freaking out. When you come down, she's like screaming that there's something grabbing her and maggots in her eyes. Phoebe, how are you gonna console her?
Yeah, I don't care about Yancy.
I am going to run over and try and get her.
Like me, Yancy? Like I'm an old timey prospector.
Yancy. Nancy.
and take her by the shoulders and try and make eye contact. And I actually have a skill that could help with this. I would like to use maybe flattery and see if I can get her to focus in a little bit.
Sure. You totally do. You calm her down. Well played. Jancy, you can act it out if you want. Jancy is lost a little bit of sanity, though.
Jancy, it's me. Come back. Look at me with your lovely eyes. Damn it. Look at me with your lovely eyes.
Oh, what? Huh? Oh,
Hi there.
Hey.
You,
Hey.
it's.
I wipe the maggots out of my eyes, and I'm like, hello.
There's nothing there, but
hello.
Oh, man.
Your eyes
that's
are
such a
lovely, but what are you screaming about? And what on God's green earth is that? And when I see the egg with the bands, I would like to roll. Wait, not roll. Good grief, I've been D&Ding too long here. Either geology or art history or occult or whatever I think might use my skills to try and identify this
Well,
ostrich
you're
egg
okay. So
submission.
you have geology, right?
Yes, I
Okay.
do.
Yeah. Yep.
I can't talk.
You can't really identify the type of stone that the rock is, but the markings on it, they don't look like they're carved in. They look like they occur naturally. But the only way that would happen is if maybe something's inside it. But it feels like stone, like solid stone.
I want to see if one of my sisters will touch it. I'm not touching it. I'm not cracking this egg, but maybe one of them will.
Chat would like to cast Identify.
Oi! Paris, we found one of Dad's treasures. It looks like it's worth a lot, and you, with you being into the big city and all,
I'm
I
running
think
down.
You should look at it as, your hands are very delicate, and I'll just kind of keep the flattery going.
Can we?
Yeah, no, you said it was worth a lot.
Can we
Paris
set it
is
on fire?
running her ass down.
Given the sort of things that Esme's done, would she have any idea about all that egg?
What are your skills again, Esme?
I was referring more to the background that I sent you. But my background is
right.
Or my skills are athletics, interrogation, evidence collection, authority, charm, and counterinsurgency.
Ooh.
And counterinsurgency?
Counterinsurgency, that's what it's called. So, by just looking at it, okay, so it's still in the cage, by the way. You're gonna have to try to get it out of the cage if you want to handle it.
How big is it?
But Esme,
How big is
you've seen a lot of things.
Ladies.
You've seen a lot of different artifacts and stuff, and this is rather exciting because you've never seen anything like this.
She's gonna go over and say,
Lick the
"How
rock."
about we not touch the cage? First, let's figure out if there's anything unusual about it." And she has this smile on her face, that is like one would have when they look at like the sexiest person they've ever seen. She almost seems to be eyeing the cage and the contents that she can see within it lustfully.
Oh my.
I think you want this for a different
Somebody
reason.
get the bad notes.
Hey, everything is. Never mind. Never mind.
Everything is
Almost obsessively.
eggy.
If you're brave enough. Never mind.
Everything's a dildo, ladies, if you're brave enough. It's okay, I gotcha.
I'm sorry.
Shut the cellar door. It's about to get weird.
Wait, does that use our grit or our fight?
She's
Grip.
definitely
Did you say grip? It's not grip. It's grit.
I'd like to use my fight on this one.
She's definitely gonna turn on
Use
the
my
charm
fight on this
to-
one.
Yeah.
It's a fucking egg.
Didn't you say there were like raised like runes or ridges all over this thing?
Yeah,
The bottle of Quavo, it's gonna be a weird night.
Yeah.
The ribbed ostrich.
Thank you for the butts. Thank you for the butts, Tequila.
We got butts in chat.
You got more butts.
Thank you for the butts, ladies and gentlemen.
Butts in chat.
Cheers.
Cheers. So, yeah, what are we doing with this stone here?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I'm not very strong, so maybe if someone else could get the stone out of the cage, but I want to look up and see how this cage is attached to the ceiling.
Oh, just on a hook? Just like a jammed kind of makeshift hook.
Gotcha.
And it's like an old rope.
I want to see if any of my well, is anyone else? I'm not very strong, so maybe if someone's a little more athletic than I am, if they could get the cage down and then the ribbed ostrich egg of submission out of the cage.
Is Esme guarding the egg?
Can I just take the cage?
Complete faith in you.
Esme,
I think
the cage is above the ground, right?
What's that, Esme?
Esme is
hanging.
Esme's being very protective of the.
That's what I thought.
It kind of looks like the way that Dad used to be when he found something of great importance, but she's not, doesn't want anyone to touch it, and she's going to be very protective of that.
Are you doing the greedy kitten?
She is gonna say, do you remember when Daddy used to find things that he wasn't sure about, but wanted to learn more before he did anything? There's a reason it's in a cage. And just letting things out, I'm sure that you're used to just letting it all hang out, Paris, but it's not a good idea.
Well, I mean, it takes one to know one. You
I'm
can
just
do
gonna
it.
slowly back up towards the wall and become invisible.
Stabbin.
It's gonna be fine.
Stabbin, did you say something too?
Can we set it on fire? Yeah. Can we set it on
Love
fire?
No!
Burn it all to the ground.
You might help it.
I object.
After all of this is resolved, I want to open that creaky-looking wooden door in the back.
Okay.
Just cue it up. Just whenever we've resolved the egg thing.
Well, we could do that while we're on. What's what's going on with the egg thing?
Esme, you can totally open it. Sorry, go for it.
I'm sure I could open it, but Daddy put it in the cage for a reason.
Are you sure he did?
Are you sure he didn't?
No.
It's in a cage hanging up here in Daddy's house. Daddy didn't take it out clearly, or it wouldn't be in the cage.
Can I use occult to see if I can learn anything about the properties of the egg other than it is the ridged egg of submission?
Go.
Who's asking that? And what for what?
Perry is asking about using
yes.
a cult on the egg to learn
cult
stuff.
on the egg. There's yeah, I mean, you're not getting much from the occult thing. I mean, it definitely could be used in some kind of manner like that, but as far as it looks just like a big round stone, or ovoid stone, egg-like.
If we lift it by like the chain, is it super heavy or egg?
You can carry it. It's not super heavy. It's not super heavy. But
Well,
it's not light either. It's about the size. It's yeah. There's nothing unusual about its weight, and you could carry it.
So as far as we know, it's a weirdly shaped ostrich egg. It's a weirdly adorned ostrich egg.
It's just a little wonky. It's okay. It's not that weird.
Right? So are we. So maybe this is the family symbol. Maybe this is our relic.
This is our
legacy as a...
This is our legacy.
This is our legacy.
From legacies have to be hatched
It's
from
our
somewhere.
legacy. Okay, hold on.
Yes.
An eggacy.
Egg.
It's an eggacy.
Unsub.
Did you say unsub?
Did somebody unsub? How do I unsub?
Dear God. We solved the mystery, guys.
So, Jancy is like, screw this while you guys are messing with the egg. She opens up the small door, and it's a storage room. I'm sorry, the door isn't small, but the room that it opens up to is a small storage room, also crowded, dank and crowded. Filling the space is a 4-foot-tall stone.
I too identify as dank and crowded.
Etched with glyphs, strange glyphs, standing in a pile of shredded papers and broken wooden crate fragments.
And can we see this from where we're standing?
Yeah, everybody who's down there in the cellar can see. She opens up the door. Well, if you're paying attention, I don't know what Jancy, what do you do when you open the door? Do you go, hey, fucking stone?
Yeah, I'm like, is this what we're looking for?
Yeah, now everybody turns and looks.
I'm like, I found it. I found it. Give me my money.
What money? We have an egg.
There's the
I will
stone
lift the egg
there.
by the chain.
Let's put the egg and the stone together and see what happens.
Wait. I would like to advise against that until we know more. The etchings on the can I use my geology or art and art history or architecture, something to identify these little swirly gigs that are on the stone?
Like I said, you know that they're obviously. Oh, actually, you know what?
No, the obelisky stone.
Oh, the obelisk.
The one she found in the storage closet that was dank and crowded.
Sure. You right away you can tell because of your art history that it's a fragment of a much larger standing stone.
This is a fragment of a much larger piece. This stone is clearly rocking off on its own. What else can I tell about it, if anything?
I just groaned so hard my headphones.
Do you have art or craft? You have art, right?
Yes, I have art and art history and architecture.
The etchings on this stone are exquisitely crafted with painstaking detail.
Ooh. These have been crafted painstakingly, and I imagine it must be worth quite a lot, at least sentimentally, to whoever created it. Can I use my occult to see maybe if it was used in some sort of ritual?
Nothing from an occult standpoint that you can tell.
All right, wonderful. I will relay everything that I can tell, and then I would like to take my camera and take a photograph of it, as I believe this is Marcus's stone, perhaps. And you said it was on papers?
Yeah, like shredded paper, like it was in a crate that's kind of been burst open.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the packing
Gotcha.
stuff. Esme,
Packing peanuts.
what are you doing with your garden the egg?
Obviously nothing, because somebody decided to take it off the thing, and she's just staring at them with an evil eye.
I didn't take it off the hook. I'm holding it up by the chain that it's hanging from.
Thanks for the
Zaltaris,
raid.
thank you so much for the raid.
Yay,
Ooh.
Raid! Thank you so
Yay.
much.
Yay,
Raid.
thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome, raiders. Choo-choo, boys.
Welcome.
Okay.
Welcome to the money room.
I see the
You
shard.
have successfully found the VIP room. Welcome.
Girls club. Yeah, girls club. Yeah, boys not allowed. Girls club.
So we-
Boys not allowed. Girls club. Get the fuck out, boys. Boys not allowed. Yeah.
That was the musical part of the
I'm
movie.
just gonna keep drinking.
Thank you.
We've determined that this shard that's in this room is part of one, the 4-foot one that we're looking for is a part of the big one.
Yes. Can I tell how many shards or how big this piece is? Like, is it a piece of the puzzle? Jancy, I think I smell what you're stepping in.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
This crotch.
I'll take that.
What I'm trying to say is I'm picking up
It
what
was
you're throwing
crotch
down.
gas, wasn't it?
Stepping on
So-
more skeleton hands is likely what's occurring.
How, yeah, you'd have to, I think you'd have to get in there, get pretty close to it to check that out.
Oh, son
You
of
gonna
a
get in there?
bitch.
I'll get in there and check it out.
Are
It's
you-
art.
How
Art
deep
is
is
meant
she
to be
getting in?
embraced.
You gonna
How
touch it?
deep is she going in?
I'll touch it. I will touch the
Here
rock.
we go.
First, the stone thrums like something electric. It vibrates.
And
I got chills.
A delicate red arc of lightning
So-
reaches out and grabs Miss Phoebe. You guys watch as Miss Phoebe just disappears.
Awesome.
But
Oh
suddenly,
God, did I just die?
more arcs out, touching each one of you.
Yeah.
You all feel
I
this
follow.
sensation. It's like burning yourself on a stove, a sudden recoiling gasp. Then
God.
you're falling in darkness.
No.
And then impact.
No, and then.
Welcome to the dungeon.
Oh, hey,
Now my
Justice.
hip. God fucking damn my hip.
And then impact. I need you all to
Fuck.
roll plus or minus grit.
It's great.
Here we go.
Okay. I need to type now.
Is it 2d6?
It is 2d6
Still?
plus or minus your grit, please. And then I'll just go with Perry first. No, I'm sorry, Miss Phoebe first, because you disappeared first. Thank you,
all
Ams
right,
does games. Hold on one second. DM's choice, thank you. What's that?
Oh dear. I got 7.
Welcome to the dungeon.
Malite,
Oh,
thanks
Ricky.
for joining the dungeon. Miss Phoebe, you got a 7.
To the dungeon.
I did. I got a 7.
That whole experience was a little too much for you. You're gonna lose a point of sanity.
Oh no,
But you
that's
don't
all
feel
right.
like when you hit the ground, you don't feel like your body was hurt. Perry,
good.
what'd you roll?
I ended up with a 7.
You as well. You don't feel like you hear a crunch. You don't feel like anything is broken, but that whole experience was very, very weird.
I don't
If we
like
get a
being
third
yanked
7?
from one room into another dimension.
Stabbing?
But if we get a third 7, can we like get something special?
If you get a third 7, wait, what?
Yeah, I rolled 7.
Oh.
She rolled 7.
Yeah.
Is it like Vegas?
Viva la dungeon. Welcome, Make Right and Melite.
I did it.
Stabbing, what'd you roll?
I got 4.
Welcome to the dungeon. We got fun and games.
You got 14? Okay.
No, I got 4. Can I use
Oh,
my luck?
4. Can you use your luck? You pick something on your body that you sprained.
Oh fuck. My leg.
All right, you're limping a bit. You hit the ground pretty hard.
I'm gonna limp.
Marg.
What is it? Oh, hi. I got your lucky number 7 right there. Baby.
No, yeah, 7. All right. Yeah, you're gonna lose a point of
You know
sanity,
that
but
won't
nothing
reach
seems
it.
to be
Did
hurt
it.
on you. Jancy.
Okay.
I got a 9.
Nice. That's still not a total success though. So you take a hit of sanity. Wait, where are you at? Here we go. But other than that, you're not worse for wear. 67.
I have 67 health.
Yeah, sanity.
I saw
Esme.
that. I saw that.
For chat, I'll say my vagina.
Esme sprained her
Yeah, I know
vagina.
that feeling.
Okay, so
Well, we know where the egg isn't going tonight, so.
Or is it?
Or is it?
Or is it?
On my
It
luck,
has healing properties. Who would have
It
known?
might be a medicinal egg. We
For
have
science.
It's like an icy hot egg or something. Don't put that. Don't put icy hot inside of you. Just don't take that away. Don't put icy hot inside of you. Don't do that.
Jancy, okay.
Someone roll for the ice machine.
So,
Just Scott was.
so you land on gravel with a crunch. Hold on, now. We got a sanity bomb, but don't worry, I'm getting to it. You land on gravel with a crunch. You scramble up and look around you to see you are very, very, very fucking far away from Meister's house. In fact, you're very, very far away from the ground. The moon is so large in the sky you could just reach out and touch it. And in its light, you can see the tops of other mountains below you. You're standing on the top of the world, in a clearing at the peak of a mountain. One side is a cliff that drops thousands of feet. In the middle of the clearing is a tall, almost pyramid with raised markings that look like the one from the Meister's house, that same stone that took you. Just off the pyramid is Meister's kitchen. Counters, cabinets open with broken plates all over the fucking ground. The ceiling of the kitchen is intact. And hey, thanks, Gazelle, for the butts. On top of the kitchen's roof is his bed and dressers. And then when you look completely around, on the other side, opposite of the cliff, are these large gray stones, just like the ones from the kitchen, all pressed together in strange patterns, rising up from the mountain top floor, and odd angles and brown vines clinging to them, creating this jungle of stone and vines. But there are openings that lead deeper into this mess.
Ladies.
And now, oh, thank you, Esme. What are you doing? Thank you so much.
Nothing. I'm listening. I promise. I'm listening.
Yay! Thank you.
Booshop.
I'm listening. I promise. Just because I've, sprained my vagina.
Wait a minute. Did the egg come with Puri? Because she was holding.
Yes.
The.
Puri has the cage with the egg in it.
I feel
It's
like
a little
that's
unwieldy
really
though. Like you're gonna need to get it out of that cage because it's really hard to carry it with the way you got it.
We've got 2 sanity bombs and a hope's light.
Oh shit, we got another sanity bomb.
We've got a Phoebe. We've got a Phoebe sanity bomb. We've got a DM's choice, which I know you're gonna make them pick, and then we've got a hope's light for me because Brendan's keeping me at full health.
Okay, so it's not 2 sanity bombs; it's just the one.
It's 2 sanity bombs and a hope's light.
Oh shit. Okay, we're gonna combine the 2 into one, and we're gonna go with Esme and who wants a sanity bomb? Who's not gotten one? Paris, have you got one?
The second sanity bomb.
Stabbin hasn't had one, I don't think.
I have a sprained leg. I think bring it. I'll heal her vagina. She heals my leg.
Okay, so Stabbin and Esme, as you scramble up and you're all looking around trying to get your just get your minds around the fact that you've been teleported to this incredibly strange location. You hear your voices, your names on the wind almost. And you look up. For some reason it sounded like it came from above. You look up off the side of the cliff. The thing cannot be described. There is no language for such abysms of shrieking and immemorial lunacy. Such eldritch contradictions of all matter, force, and cosmic order, a mountain walked or stumbled. If I say that your somewhat extravagant imagination yielded simultaneous pictures of an octopus, a dragon, and a human caricature, I shall not be unfaithful to the spirit of this thing. A pulpy, tentacled head surmounted a grotesque and scaly body with rudimentary wings. But it was the general outline of the whole which made it the most shockingly frightful. You watch as this gigantic beast moves out of the shadows between the mountains and turns and beckons to you. Roll to see if you respond to its call. Plus grit.
I got a 5.
This is the second time tentacles have popped up this evening. That must mean dinner's a hit.
I got a 12.
Esme Stabbin got a 12? Okay.
I got a 12.
Oh jeez. I got a 5.
Well, Phoebe, you weren't in it. It was Esme and Stabbin.
Oh, never mind.
It's okay.
Kind of glad that one didn't count.
Salty sprained vagina. Salty sprained vag.
Wow.
Say that 10 times fast.
Yeah, right?
Hurtful, but continue.
Thank
My
you for
name's
the
Mark,
thank you for
by
the
the way.
butts.
Butts.
All the magical butts. All the moose butts.
I
My
need you,
sister was once bit by a moose.
Esme, what did you get?
A moose?
I got a 5.
You got a 5. You guys watch as Esme starts running for the cliff. Esme, something connects with you in this thing that's calling you. It's like the
Daddy, is that you?
Yeah.
Run for it.
I don't need to say anymore. We need somebody to grab your sister because looks like she's gonna run right off the fucking cliff.
I remember
I
she
will
tripped me and I let her go.
I will reciprocate the fact that she saved me from falling off a tree
There you go.
by also one-upping her from saving her from falling off a mountain.
Okay. Nice. Wow, that's
Well done. Hold on.
well played. Can you give me a fight roll, will ya?
Yeah. Where I do.
I do love them fight rolls.
2d6, right?
Ah, yes.
Snatch a grab. Thank you for the butts.
Uh,
the balls.
Negative. No, I'm sorry. 11.
Okay. That's a big difference. Paris,
11.
Perry, explain how you do this because you do it fabulously.
I am going to look up. I'm going to see that I could never get I could never get her name correctly because it is very similar. It's not, never mind. Look up, see that she's just sort of wandering toward the ledge, and I am going to swoop in as though she were a small infant and just sort of pop her up this way around the waist and sort of unceremoniously tackle her backward. It's not a great moment for either of us, but it does the trick, and now she owes me.
I approve.
You're like, oh shit, no one else can do it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well played, Perry. Esme, you find yourself cradled in Perry's arms. It takes you a few moments to get over the call, and when you stare back out the cliff, the apparition you saw has moved on. It's gone. You still feel it though in your heart, a little bit, a little call.
Daddy? Why did you do that? You made Daddy go away.
I do that a lot. That was sort of my job.
Let's
But
yeah, go. Sorry, Perry. Go ahead.
you're safe now, so.
Thanks, Kiss.
Yeah. Thanks. And she'll hug her back and say, you got me. It's cool.
Word.
Now get off me. So
Get off me.
I've never seen Kareem move so fast.
So, what do we do, ladies? You're you found yourself on this mountaintop. The kitchen, and there's a lot of debris around the kitchen, and then there's the tangled web of stone and vine.
You said there was openings in between the tangled mass, correct?
There are, yes.
How many openings?
It looks like 3.
Great, we can split into groups of 2 and cover them all. I point this out.
This reminds me of college.
Dibs on Johnsy.
Can Mark heal me by any chance?
I was just gonna say, is it possible that I can heal her leg and her vagina? We can't have either of them limping around with these terrible cords.
Second round of PvP begins.
Right?
You are the healer, aren't
Straighten
you?
my eyebrows.
You are the healer, so maybe you wrap up Stabbin's leg, and you're gonna have to tell me what to do for the vagina.
Describe it.
Does anybody have a tampon?
Get as much or as little detail as you want.
Hold everything up in there as well.
Oh no.
Well, we're on the top of a mountain. We're on the top of a mountain, so I assume there's snow around, some nice snow pack.
Not as much as you think. No, there's none on the.
No.
I mean, my background kind of lends itself to that, but there's not a lot of snow. There's no snow on the ground, and very little for some reason.
Deceiving.
It's weird.
That is weird. That's okay. I can pack up some nice cold mud. We've got some ground mud up here on the mountain between the rocks, and I'll just hand her a handful of mud. But I sprinkle some weed on it though. It's really good weed.
This is
really good. You just gotta boof that shit. You'll be fine.
This is how you get magic herpes. This is it right here.
I got a fix for that though too.
Brown mud and
This is how
shoving
you
it
get
into
magic.
somebody.
Oh god.
I got a fix for that too, if you know what I mean.
She'll take it and unzip her pants and pull them down and stick it right. She'll put her cup in just very gently, and she'll look over at Paris and say,
"Girl,
I know you're a city girl. We can do this together."
I promised I wouldn't give her the Windex again.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Dungeon Master, are the rocks up here? Can I use my geology to see if this is where the strange rocks came from? Like, do they match?
Absolutely.
Excellent. I point this out as well, and avert my gaze from my sister's state of undress.
I'd like to kneel down and sort of take a look at the ground since I have the outdoor skill and we're now outdoors. And I would like to try and determine why there's no snow landing. Why is snow not collecting here?
Oh.
You can't tell. It feels like maybe the ground is. You check because first you think maybe there's heat on the ground, but the ground isn't necessarily hot. You really can't tell. But based on what Miss Phoebe is saying with the rocks, I mean, there's the same rocks, and these rocks are very out of place. They'd be much more suited underwater than on top of a mountain. So
I make a comment that I say, I've been outdoors quite a lot, and snow should be gathering here. So something magical is afoot on this mountaintop.
Well, if we're this high up, shouldn't we have trouble breathing?
Not just
we all immediately die.
Thank you guys for that hype train. Hey, you know what? You broke. That was my first hype train.
Yay!
That was my first one.
Yay!
It's my first time.
Aww.
I'm so glad it was you guys.
It was so much fun. D20 carried that hype train so hard.
We should braid each other's hair now.
I know.
I don't think I can reach.
Pat some snow on each other's badges and feet on it. It'll be great.
Wait, what?
No, I just reached for. Oh, I thought you were in character. I'm sorry. Don't mind me.
It's all right. So what you're saying is instead of just two places that may have swapped, there is the possibility that there is a tertiary place swap as well.
Yes.
I've seen snow land and just melt before it sticks, so I don't understand the problem. But I do know Paris isn't familiar with this kind of scenario, and I don't want her to freak out again by herself.
I appreciate it, but
go ahead.
I'm made of sterner stuff than you think.
I'm sure you are.
So, before we go any further, we get our last break. So, we want to take that break right now? On the hour, or?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, everybody, we're gonna take a 10-minute break, and we will be back to see where this goes. Let's see if the ladies find Meister Kalloch.
Ooh, where the fuck is this son of a bitch? We're gonna find him.
See you guys in a bit.
I'll bet you that's where the fucking minibar is.
You roll high while we roll low, and quest more. Like these wigs of disguised self. 3-pack, $25.99. Lower. All right then, $15.99. Yes. Plate meal cod pieces +1, $99.99. Lower. All right, $79.99. Lower. All right, $59.99. I'll throw in a spare. Oh yeah. And baby dumps, 2 for $1.99.
Lower.
Fine, $129.99. $99.99. Come on down to Drunks and Dragons Sunday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
At the Grouch Couch. Yeah, so the cat's penis is barbed. It's got a hook when it goes in, man. It ain't coming. Oh, hey, it's I, Pogli. Me and Blory here were just talking about last episode. Holy shit, chaos, right? Ha, so much stuff happened, yeah. Man, I wrote a little ditty about it. Well, you're not the only one that writes, you know. Yeah, so why don't you lay me down a beat? Yeah, that's fat, that's good. Alright, here we go. Haunted forest of fucked up shit. Windy go up and windy went. Ghost players, cannibals, rabbits, stew. Evil's on watch, looks coming for you. But who watches the watchman? You watching your back, son? That's Sargos assassin. Knifing's a fact, son. Lucky for you, got a Lou on your crew. Well, lucky for you, not lucky for few. 1 wish, 2 wish, 3 wish, fish. Zuzella with the secret, man. Why are you so selfish? You think you know someone, then it's like, wow. He said I do, and his partner said meow. Oh shit, sorry. You alright? Alright, let's get drunk. And dragons. Stay tuned, heroes. So you gonna make the chunky hunk your tank or what? Hello, dungeon fans. I'm the Lich. You know, from level 10, leader of the dungeon, the boss. And this is the Liching Hour. And before you do whatever it is you came here to do, in dungeon news. Owlbear Wrestling is being moved to Wednesdays on level 3. I repeat, Owlbear Wrestling will be moved to Wednesdays on level 3. In other news, the trolls on level 6 have organized a seminar on how to set up IKEA pit traps, for those of you who would like a pit trap on your own level. But do keep in mind that these are the same trolls that think it's hilarious to get a basilisk, stumble drunk, and then let it loose on level 2. This is probably a trap. And finally, the vampires in HR would ask that whoever's setting the zombies on level 1 on fire to please stop. They are annoying enough as it is without also being on fire. That's it for the news. Enjoy your stay. Fuel the dungeon.
And she laughs, which sounds like a blizzard. And she says, "You cannot stop me. I'm inevitable. And how would you stop any of them now that you're dead?" And he says, "We are legion," he lies. "We've already defeated Celsus, the physician, Aleph, the golem, and Abramelin, the dealmaker." "Oh, you stopped Abramelin. You," she says, laughing again. "You're a poor liar, man." "Abramelin wants to stop the others as well," Z says. "So you work for him?" Z says, "I work for man. I only deal with him."
And so it is. I'm dead again. But that's the funny part. I'm always dead. Dead, dead, dead. Come with me, my dead. Let's march upon the living. Munch and crunch upon their bones and catch the breath they're given. Ooh, the king is coming. And the old man is getting tired.
Hi everyone, I'm Turkey. I'm from the Grouch Couch. We're a D&D variety channel, and we add a lot of shenanigans into our show. If you hang out long enough, I promise that will make you laugh.
Hi, I'm DM Thaco from Dragons in the Dining Room. We quite literally stream D&D from our dining room. A variety D&D show where we also have a talk show on Mondays. If you hang out with us, you may even be able to influence our show. Welcome to the dining room.
Hey guys, I'm Joe from Joe Dirt. If you guys like homebrew, some table talks, some mini campaigns, why don't you go on and jump in the hole and throw me a follow. See you there.
Hi, my name is Sprinkles. I'm from Spooky Sprinkles, and I paint cute and spooky paintings and patches. And so if you want to come watch a really wholesome art stream, come hang out with me.
Hi, I'm the Lich. I like short and hot live-action gameplays. Think you can survive the dungeon and earn the shirt? Come by on Tuesdays. Or if you dig mutant apocalypses, hit the road, Agent Spooky's Apocalypse Roadshow on Saturday.
And we are Hero approved.
Hello, I'm D20 TV. On Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, you can see me creating maps in Dungeon Fog, then putting them into Foundry Virtual Tabletop, and then I light up the Forge and tie it all together in World Anvil. On Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, you'll see me DM a live play campaign called Magitech Coalition. On Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, I DM a live play campaign called Rise of the Serpent. On Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern, I discuss 5th edition basics, lore, roleplay etiquette, as well as tips and tricks for both players and game masters. On Saturdays at 10 p.m. Eastern, I DM a psychological thriller in the Court of Thorns. On Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern, I roleplay the famous halfling baker of battle muffins, Nana D. I look forward to hanging out with you. And remember, life is an adventure. Roll for initiative.
Make a 5. Get a 5.
So, get a 5?
Yeah.
Alright.
Stop it. You stop that. That's not the right stuff.
It's the right stuff. The right stuff.
Anybody got a reroll out there? Or wait, no, I don't have enough determination.
No.
Well,
No reroll anybody.
Oh, shit!
Oh,
Duh, thank you.
Thank you, dude.
The land of rerolls.
Dude, thank you! If I can remember how to
execute that do.
Am I with Kevin now?
Oops.
Yeah, well, okay, you know, I want you to, how are you going to go try to find him?
I got it twice!
I know how to find Kevin.
You did it.
You know how to find Kevin? Well, here's the deal. We gotta, what's interesting to me is who found Kevin first? The Bloodhounds or you?
Chicken or the egg?
Rock, paper, scissors.
No, it's the hawk.
Oh, the hawk. Sorry, the hawk.
I don't have bloodhounds.
You and Jelly.
Oh, right.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, see who won.
We're gonna do rock, paper, scissors,
Yeah,
shoot.
one
So,
rock, paper,
okay.
scissors, shoot.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Nope, I lose. Shit, you got him first.
She even did it first. It's like really hard to.
Rock, paper, scissors I've ever seen.
Like it was already rock.
That was really bad, you guys.
Does anybody got a reshoot? Can we get a reshoot?
We got a re-roll on that rock.
Reshoot.
I was on time with it.
If anybody should get a reroll, it's Bricks.
All right.
I can hear her, but I couldn't fucking see. There's a fucking delay. Motherfuckers.
All right, you guys listen to me. I'll tell you 1, 2, 3, shoot. Okay.
Okay.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Don't even have to do it fast. Actually, just turn your head and pick one.
Billy's got it. Just put your symbol out there.
Everybody, pull the dicks out of your ear holes and listen to the Lich while 1, 2, 3 shoot.
Get the dicks out of your ears. And we're back.
Yay!
On top of the mountain. Not strangely cold. Hello, everybody. The ladies have found themselves teleported to the mountaintop, a very strange mountaintop, where the kitchen, Meister's kitchen, is there, his bedroom, a pyramid-like obelisk with strange runes all over it in the center of the clearing they're in. And then to one side is a cliff, and the other side is a jungle of stone and brown vines. Ladies, what would you like to do? Probably want to go home, but I don't think it's...
I'd like to go check out the kitchen. I want to see what's up in the kitchen.
Awesome. As you start getting close to the kitchen and all the plates and junk that's on the ground, you realize there's a body underneath those plates.
Stand back, everybody. This is forensic evidence. I put on my gloves. Because I have gloves with me.
I go off to the side and I shout to everyone, I found the mini bomb.
Alright,
I'm gonna take my hand out of my pants and zip them back up.
I slowly remove the plates now that I can't leave my prints on them.
So,
who do I find under the plates?
All right, so you want to use evidence collection and forensics?
Let's do it.
Let's do
How
it.
long have the bodies been here?
So-
Has the body been here?
So it's
The blood coagulated.
It's actually one of the. Have you guys shared the photos of the men that you found and stuff? Are we gonna all assume
Esme hasn't seen them.
Esme has?
We'll
It
just
was in the
say that,
tree.
We can assume that.
yeah, unless we say we're not sharing, I'm just gonna assume that we shared stuff because we're nice people.
It's
some of us.
either way. I
She said
know
some of us
the
staring at
races of
me.
the folks, and so I would probably be able to guess.
Well, Marg,
Like additionally, they're the two humans that I think are like the only.
Marg has
the only two that
definitely
I
seen them, so she could just be like, "Oh, that's Jules."
Oh.
Yeah, it's one of the humans. You can't tell he's on.
He die.
He's on his back, and you can't tell from the front. And you turn him over, and it looks like a bunch of stab wounds on his back. His shirt's
I
kind of ripped
immediately
open.
look at stabbing.
It's
I also
He was a gin drinker. What do you expect?
J'accuse.
They-
Stabbed in the front or in the back?
It looks like stab wounds from a small knife. The spatter patterns around suggest it wasn't stabbings, but slashes. And there's blood on the dishes here, but you notice that they're not from the victim. There's also other blood that's not from the victim. And there's a trail of
You know,
blood.
people think you can just stab somebody, but when you stab someone, the blade gets really slippery, and sometimes your hand slips and then you get cut. I'm relaying this to everybody, just so they know, for future reference.
I know. Well, yeah, because it hits the rib cage and then it gets
It does nick the rib cage and it's all over.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, is there like a blood trail
There is.
at all?
There is.
I'd like to follow that blood trail.
You got outdoors too, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, the trail goes towards the jungle, and it looks like suggests one particular opening over another.
It's usually where those trails go.
I gesture to the opening and say,
Is it the left one?
What's that?
Is it the left one? It's the one on the left, isn't it?
The left one. Yep.
Yes.
I say, I think this is where we're gonna find our Jules murderer. If you wanna.
She is a detective, by the way. Chat. That's her archetype. She's a detective. It's kind of in her wheelhouse. Okay. Are we gonna? What are we doing? Are we gonna follow?
Okay.
Do we? Before we follow, do we want to look and see if there's anything suggesting that the other two doorways were used? Because what if someone what if it was more than one unsub or murder bad person, and they come up behind us?
I see what you did there.
I would like to check and see if there's any Kool-Aid.
I support this.
I think I drank it all.
I'm looking for
I
some
support her
Kool-Aid.
getting the Kool-Aid.
Is there Kool-Aid in the liquor cabinet?
Specifically red Kool-Aid since we're in the kitchen.
I found the Quavo.
This is just like Cold Case Files.
I just want some Kool-Aid.
I don't know about a murder, but I found some Kool-Aid.
Why not both?
Are they cold cases because the Kool-Aid's in?
Yeah, the icebox is here, so maybe it's cold case files because there's case files in the icebox with the Kool-Aid.
I
In
should
the
have been a
kitchen.
detective. Jancy, you want to be a detective.
I also have mentorship on my list, so I mentor her in being a detective. Don't act.
Thanks, Jen.
Fine. I'll follow them. And she'll just like walk away. And
I'll make her some Kool-Aid.
Did you get your Kool-Aid though?
That was my job.
Did you get your Kool-Aid?
No,
I'm heavily invested in it.
We are out of Kool-Aid.
We're out of Kool-Aid.
And I'm not going to ask Paris to make it because that would be rude. Paris, will you make me some Kool-Aid?
Yeah. Yes. Fine. Do you want some Carbo in it?
You got a little packy of little baggie of Kool-Aid? Yeah.
Baggie of Kool-Aid.
I'm gonna find a point of preparedness, I guess. Kool-Aid.
Sure.
Oh
I
my
make some
gosh.
Kool-Aid. Con Cuervo and not Cuervo.
Did somebody
Con
say
Cuervo and
Cuervo?
Con Cuervo?
Con Cuervo and
Con
Cuervo.
Cuervo. Sans Cuervo. Sans
Sans
Cuervo.
Cuervo. There we go. My Spanish is not good.
Oh dear God! All right. Well, if all the evidence is pointing us to the left tunnel, I think we should just make sure that no one's going to like sneak up on us, and then maybe we should take the left tunnel, or maybe have one of us stand guard. Or oh, it's a black box. I like that. Sorry, there was a squirrel moment. Otherwise, let's just go down the left tunnel. Does anyone have anything that might be beneficial in looking for maybe if there was a trap laid? This is all very suspicious. Oh, is the ribbed ostrich egg of submission reacting in any way, shape, or form to this play?
It is not.
Has anybody noticed if the egg's vibrating?
I have
Anybody?
not noticed, but I've also been making Blade Cuervo. Is it?
That's what I like to hear.
So I have a question.
What's up?
With the with my counterinsurgency, would I be able to see whether or not there's or recognize whether or not we should be extra careful with these tunnels as I kind of look or walk the entrances? Like, I'm not going to go in, I'm just going to get close enough to look and see with this knowledge that I have whether or not we should be a little bit more careful about where we step or any, things and stuff.
Absolutely. So counterinsurgency, I think with the fact that there's somebody's killing people up here, there's a lot of little places in these, like you obviously have to move vines to get into here and stuff. There's somebody could be hiding in there, but you don't think there'd be any kind of traps or anything because the only things up here are the vines and the rocks as far as you can tell. So you're not thinking there'd be any kind of danger from like traps or anything, but there could very well be someone hiding in there.
She's gonna turn around and
So they're
walk back to.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. She's gonna turn around and walk back to. No, go ahead. It's fine, Stabin.
You got
No,
something
go
to say,
ahead,
Stabby?
Turn around, walk away. I'll go into the cave. Yeah, I'll go into the cave. They're taking too long.
She's trying to
I'm
tell
gonna
you.
go ahead.
Typical
Stabbing.
stabbing.
He's done with this.
Yeah, Bricks. I love it. She's
Stabbing's
like,
like-
fucking, are we not doing this? All right, we're going. You watch as Stabbin disappears into the dark.
I follow after.
There you go. Come on.
Esme just kind of shakes her head and says, "Well, I was going to tell you something, but how about it?" And she's not going in the cave.
No, I will wait and listen to what Esme has to say because I want to live.
I've got my drink in my hand, pinky out like so, and I'm just gonna saunter behind them into the cave.
Oh no!
Yep.
Check which eyes.
We got a sanity bomb.
Stabbing, no!
Half an
Where'd
hour
you
left.
guys
Make some
go?
time.
Where is the party in here now?
Stabbing.
Bring it, guys. Yes.
Okay,
So
Stabbin.
Esme would relay that information to anybody who would listen.
Perfect, thank you. Phoebe will thank you for the information and jot it down with her other notes in her art tablet thingy.
The way she describes it, it's like she has a lot of experience despite nobody knowing what she's been doing all these years. She, for once, sounds a little bit more than just playful and actually very serious.
I make note of this
Yes,
and like.
let me walk into the cave.
So it's less of a cave and more like a path in between, like really claustrophobic corridors through these stones.
Hole?
But yeah, it's a people shaped. But as you're moving through it, Stabbin, you're kind of moving through it, and it just seems to be there's not a lot of forks or anything. There's just like one kind of solid, and it opens up to a small clearing, just a little tiny one. And in there you see this like lamppost that's kind of at a weird angle, just out of nowhere. This lamppost from like a park. As you're looking at that, you hear a rumble beside you, and you turn. And as you turn out of the flat rock wall of the actual canyon, this mouth comes out. It's ringed with teeth. It just comes right out of the rock, and it's almost like it's going slow motion, but incredibly fast all at the same time. It's coming right at you. I need you to roll fight, please.
I'm so
Fight it.
I got a 4.
You got a 4?
I got a 4.
You dodge out of the way before it chomps down to completely eat you in half. But as you're moving, its teeth rip into your arm, and you back away, and then it goes back into the rock. It just disappears, and it's as if the rock, there was nothing there. There's like no hole or anything. It just disappears back into the rock. And you are bleeding from the wound in your arm. And your sanity is going to take a hit, for sure.
What'd you do that for?
For me, it's Jancy. Was she like right behind me?
A
Did
few
she see
moments.
anything?
A few moments later, they come running into this. They come into the little clearing, and find you there, clutching your arm. You're all.
Oh shit!
I mean, if you would
Somebody else
have
didn't say
waited,
anything.
let me tell you what I needed to tell you. You would have been fine.
Oh, Jen, you frozen?
We'll save. It looks like Jen is frozen.
So.
No, she's not. No,
Oh,
she's
good.
just standing very still.
Is she? Okay. Oh.
She's trying to avoid detection.
Yeah.
See.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. I can't hear you guys.
Oh, that's weird.
On the screen.
Oh no.
I can't hear you guys or see you guys.
I can't hear you or see you. Oh.
We can hear and see you.
We can hear
but
and
she
see
can't
you.
hear me say that. Never mind.
If I drop, will it ruin everything?
Not everything.
We can.
I've also lost Bricks as well. Oh no, she's back.
No, Bricks is.
See everyone
So
just
I
fine.
think if you drop and come back, I think we might be okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think?
Science.
It's gonna be fine.
For science.
I don't know. You should.
It's time to get weird.
I mean,
drop into my box so you have 3.
I'm a computer scientist.
Do it
so
for
turn
good
it
old
off and back on
dad.
again. So
Have you tried turning it on and off again?
exactly.
Okay.
That honestly, that's my job. That's what I do for a living. Have you turned it off and on again?
There you go.
Hey.
She's right back
Hi.
there.
Can you hear us?
Did it?
Hey.
How's your
did it fix?
technology?
We did it.
We did it, Reddit.
Did it fix for you?
Is it good for you?
Is it good for you? Is it good for you, sweetie?
I can see you guys.
No.
But I can't hear you.
Oh, that's
She
weird.
said better.
That's weird.
I'm sorry. Keep going. I'll figure this
Okay.
out. I'll figure this out.
I
Well-
can hear you guys.
Do you want to listen to the stream maybe, and because we can hear you through the stream, and you could hear us maybe? I don't know. Bricks, Stabbin, you clutching your arm, you look down and you notice that
I can't
there's-
hear.
Oh, you can't
Oh.
hear either.
No.
I can hear. Can everyone else
Okay,
hear?
we're good. We're good. We're
I
good.
can
fixed it.
We're good. We're
I
good.
can hear.
We're good now.
Here.
We can all hear now.
We're good.
Wow,
We're
all at the same time
Yeah,
again.
we're good.
The timing is so crazy. Stabbin, you noticed around the edge of your wound, your skin starting to go gray, and when you touch it, it's real hard, like stone.
I am interested in looking at Stabbin's wound with occult.
Oh, ooh.
With an occult mindset.
Get the fuck away from me.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Listen. That's not the voice. Listen.
I got something for you for a cult, for sure. So you're
All right.
you're using a cult, and you're thinking in a cult mindset. You're looking at her arm, and it doesn't. Nothing strikes you from an occult standpoint. But when you other than this is incredibly odd, alien almost, because you've never heard of anything like this happening. It's very, very weird. Sanity
Your arm's
bending.
fucking.
You look up though, and you notice the lamp, the park lamp, that just seems to be sticking out of this. This.
Yeah.
Anyway, you've noticed you've had this sudden realization that of how these things might have gotten here. At one time or another, they might have been near one of those stones that you were near in Meister's house.
That makes sense. Okay. So Stabbin is slowly turning into stone. Oh, do the wounds exhibit any of the same rune marking?
No rune.
Okay. Fantastic.
I'm gonna mosey on over to Stabbin and take a look at her wounds. Oh,
Okay.
that's funny that you should mention that. I am gonna mosey on over, take a look at her wounds, and be like, "I noticed you're turning into stone here. You wanna get stoned? You see what I did there?
No, I'll fill my
Can I survey her wounds and see if I can do anything to help? I could. Do you want column A, a little bit of column B? I've got more hand sanitizer. So you want some of that? And put some spit on it. Just rub a little bit of spit on it. It'll be fine.
It's gonna be fine.
Nothing great.
What you guys want to do? There's
just fine.
The tunnel or corridor continues on further deeper into the maze. There's no other way other than going back.
How deep is she?
Wait, how fast is it spreading? Is it spreading pretty fast? No?
Faster than it's not super fast, but every couple minutes you look down, there's a little bit more.
Okay.
Is this anything that I would know of from any of my?
Absolutely not.
Fantastic.
This is a brand new experience for everybody.
Mythology. Very excited. Can I just have try to, and she'll pull out a little vial and a scalpel and say, Stabbing, can I have some of your, whatever is not.
Your flesh scales?
I'd like to take a.
I just want
bit of evidence from
I just want some. Just take
a piece of you.
A piece of you? Can I have a piece of
they're
you?
Well, I don't think they're gonna get to it in time, so can they just chop it off at this point?
God, you're so hardcore. I love it. You want to have them chop it off? Who's gonna chop off Stabbin's arm?
I'll do it.
Don't everybody fight for the chance.
Too many people just agreed to this.
Listen, you're gonna.
I do not agree to this.
We
I would like to
all night, apparently.
volunteers tribute.
Soccer.
Cut it
So
off.
I'm prepared. I've prepared for years for this opportunity, experience.
We should cut it off.
Eventuality?
She's pretty we should cut it off. She heard her. Oh, we definitely need to cut off this arm. Let's do this.
Yeah, I mean the arm is turning into stone.
Do it. Who's the one that's collecting evidence?
I can put it in there. I can put it in a bag.
I would just like to point out I may know a thing or two about biology and medicine. You know, if you don't want that off,
I'm not concerned about her biology. If you're concerned about it, that's great. I just want the arm.
I may or may not be concerned about her biology.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll let you cut it off, and just as long as I can have the arm.
I'm not related to that one. It's not weird.
Okay.
All right. So, what did we work out?
I'll take whatever Mark is having.
There you go, sweetie. Here you go. It's a little bit of that.
Anything was ever actually worked out. But while they're all fighting over whether or not they're going to chop off pieces of her body, can I look at the doorways to the right and middle and see if there's any markings or anything that would suggest which way we should go that might be safe?
Where you are right now, if you're with them, with the rest of the group, there's only one other way forward. This was just like kind of like an opening in the...
Oh, I didn't go in because Esme said don't go in, so I waited and I just heard the screams and now I'm like, that's on you.
You're by yourself out there? Interesting.
Yeah?
Interesting.
Maybe?
You check out the other openings and you don't see anything unusual about them.
I want to turn around and I want to say hello. Is anyone there? How could you? I thought we were friends.
Father Geroni is a source of chaos. I don't know
why would you do this to me?
Phoebe, Miss Phoebe, you hear the screams, okay? And it unsettles you because that's when you realize you look around, you're very, very alone. You're practical in choosing to stay behind, but you found yourself very, very alone in this clearing. And the screaming suddenly sounds familiar. Like you can tell exactly who's screaming. Wait, who was screaming? It was Stabbin. So you and you look down, you feel like this tingling, and you smell this incredibly sweet smell. Like it's very, very familiar. The smell is cloying and sweet. And you look down, and your hands look different, and your body looks different. In fact, you look just like you're Stabbin, like you've changed into Stabbin. And then as you're watching, your arms change again to male, old, wrinkled. You reach up and feel your face, and your father, you can feel his unruly hair and his beard. And you're changing, and the smell just gets sweeter and sweeter as you keep morphing into all these different people. Roll 2d6, please, plus your grit.
This isn't normal.
Hey guys, check this out. She's having an acid flashback.
Yeah. I mean, what?
Boring.
It's fucking crazy. I remember Burning Man too, sweetie.
That was the best thing you did there.
And you said grit? Oh gosh. Like that's the lowest I could possibly get. It's a 4.
Oh no.
A 4?
I be getting a 4.
You guys, all you guys hear screaming and screaming. Luckily, you weren't nearby, so she's gonna take the sanity hit herself.
Oh,
and because nobody's nearby, she's gonna take a hit of 2. You hear her shrieking. You fall to your knees, Miss Phoebe. And
I do.
While you do that, you keep changing, and the smell seems to wrap you like a cocoon until you're just in a fetal position. Is anybody
not my kink! Not my kink!
Not my kink. We got another bomb. Who's that
I'll
bomb
take
going
that
to?
one.
Ames. Okay.
Oh my god.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Sanity bomb.
Kablooey.
Jancy.
This is the Dark Souls one that just whomps me.
Jancy, you're looking at her arm and Stabbin's arm.
'Cause I'm there.
And you
I'm
step
there.
back and you're looking around for what could have attacked her. Stabbin, did you tell them what attacked you? We'll say you did. Came from that wall.
Yeah.
Jancy, you go over to the wall, to the stone, large stone. As you're doing that, suddenly the mouth comes out.
Holy fuck!
Huge worm-like circular teeth all the way around it. Comes out like a train at you. I need you to roll. Fight, please.
One on here.
I'll take that bomb. I'll take that bomb.
I also roll a 4.
Oh.
Welcome to the club.
Here we go.
You stumble back and you fall, which saves you from having your head completely taken off. But it does.
No, thank God.
The teeth graze against your face deep.
Oh no, my
Scraping
head's
face.
turning to stone.
That's not your grade, sir.
From what I hear, you can just chop it off and it'll be fine.
Perfect.
Yes. So Friendon gives you a hope's light, so you won't take the sanity hit, but you are, yes, you have a wound like Stabbin's, but it's across your face.
Okay. Well, let's solve this mystery. I start like walking down the tunnel.
Hey, Havoc Streams.
I've got nothing else to fucking live. Like I got nothing else to live for right now. My head's
get
about to turn
going.
to stone. I'm about to die. I'm like, well, it's about time that we figure this shit out.
And I'm still in front by myself. This is great. Oh my god! I run down after him. Puri, do you still have the egg?
Yes!
Crack it open. There's something inside it that we need to live.
All right.
I don't know. When we were back there before we got teleported, it seemed like there was something inside it, and I completely forgot that, and I kind of blame whatever it is I'm drinking.
That's okay. So, based on that fact and that fact alone, Perry is going to swing it around like a meteor hammer and
Valhalla!
Smash it against the ground. Valhalla! And I mean, it's still in the cage, but
Stabbing, you reach inside yourself and you find you're like, if this is, I don't know what this is, but I'm not going out like this. You regain some of your sanity. Paris, you throw the rock at the wall, at the ground. Where are you throwing it?
At the ground.
It hits the ground with a solid thwack, but does not crack.
God damn it. All right, I will try again against, like, if there's an outcrop, against the edge of the outcropping.
Do I hear them doing this?
Who? Who's Miss Phoebe?
Me.
Oh,
No.
Jancy? You're all,
Jancy.
as far as I'm concerned, you're all in the same place. You're all in the same
Okay,
small
cool.
clearing.
I'm heading to grab one of the rune stones.
Unless you left. You were joking
They
around,
keep-
but did you really leave?
No.
Okay.
I definitely didn't leave. They're trying to bash it against the ground. I'm going to grab a rune stone to see if I can crack it open with one of those things.
Runestone? What's a runestone?
Didn't we say there were those rune stones in the jungle? Didn't you say there were
The
stones?
stones like the stones that were in the kitchen, but they're big, weird, flat, smooth stones.
They're
Not
too
like
big for me to
runes.
pick
So
up.
Like Stonehenge.
the only thing that was ruined was the pyramid obelisk that was in that clearing you guys first landed in.
I don't
Esme,
know what.
Did you have something to say?
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Smash it against something with another rune on it. Put a rune
Yeah.
on it.
When she wants to smash
I'm into that. I will allow Jancy to do what she needs to do.
Are we moving forward or are we moving back then?
Yes, set it all on fire.
Yeah, let's move forward if we can't get it smashed open, and we can just repeatedly try and smash it along the way.
Correct.
As you're moving through the
Kick it like a soccer ball
the
ahead
labyrinth, the labyrinth of stones and pulling back vines. A few minutes later, you find yourselves opened up again, up against it looks like it's an intersection of two canyon walls, and stuck in the rocks, just large, like sitting right there, is this red train car, at kind of an angle with its large sliding door closed, just stuck in the rocks.
I feel like we should probably go back to where the thing was, wherever it was that we fell into. Maybe hit it on that. If you're gonna ruin something so precious, then we might as well ruin it on something that things aren't landing here. Who knows if something's gonna fall through here on top of us?
I mean, okay.
I understand. My face is turning to stone, so I'm also becoming dumber by the moment.
Yes, Jancy, you've noticed that the hard stone has started to collect on your face. You guys
Getting like a
noticed it when
stone
looking.
beard.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was a slide.
Can I heal her? Can I heal her? Can I
You,
heal Jancy?
you can stop the bleeding and stuff, and you kind of like first aid them, but you have no. It's way beyond your. Like you have no idea why your cells are petrifying.
I'd like to use accounting on their faces.
Can we cut off her head?
I like to interrogate my own.
Can I use accounting on her face? Did someone say that?
Yes.
I too have accounted.
Is there any way that we could somehow, like, maybe if we solve this, we can find an
it worth
antidote
it?
for stabbing and
Worth it to
stabbing?
save.
Maybe we can keep going forward, or try and solve this labyrinth, and maybe there's some type of antidote, or maybe the antidote's in the egg, or maybe if you just hug the egg and ask it nicely to open. Wait, speak, friend. Someone call the egg.
I rub my face on the egg. I rub my face on the egg.
I approve of
I
this.
rub my face on the egg. Nothing happens.
Well, It's ripped, so doesn't it like scrape some of the rock?
It hurts because your face is kind of gored.
Ow!
Ow. Night, go to sleep, little egg.
Oh no. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, you guys. I'm gonna fucking die.
I'm trying.
I was trying to be friendly, but
No, you
apparently
are.
that's not how you do it.
Whenever the lullabies come in, horror or anything, that means somebody's about to die, and I'm the one with the stone face. It's gonna be me.
1, 2, stone is coming for you.
Nice. Ames does games. Jasper drew. Nice.
Jasper.
Wondering Grandma.
Yeah.
Well, what are we doing here?
Is there any like? Are there multiple
into the doom.
directions we can go, or just go
I'm
forward?
sorry. There's
or...
yes. It continues off to kind of to the right, still heading. We'll just say north. A pathway does, but then there's that train car there. So you can either go there, you can check out the train car, whatever.
I think we should look inside the train car. Maybe there's some antidote in there. Maybe there's another obelisk, or maybe there's another body. I'll go do it. I'll run up and be like, I'm coming. And I want to knock on the train car. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Nothing answers.
Nobody's home, you guys. We should move on.
I am going
We
to
should go back where we came. This is not a good place.
Against every single surface I can possibly find.
Did we crack the egg yet?
Not yet.
My fight is -1.
Not yet. No.
Can I take a look at the egg? I know biology and stuff. Do I have to worry about this shit?
Somebody sit on the egg.
Does the egg matter? I'm just gonna like stuff
When you guys,
the egg
I mean,
up
when you
my ass
when you
and
hold the egg,
breast.
it feels solid.
This is a very solid egg, ladies. What did you do to it?
Nothing.
Did you try to boil it?
Maybe.
I'm gonna try and open the train car door.
It opens pretty easily. I mean, you got to pull just a little bit. The moment you open it, though, you see a figure laying up against the opposite wall, sitting there. It's a dwarf.
I immediately go in to check out cause of death.
There's blood, and there's blood on the ground, on the floor. Looks like it
Do
says
they
something.
recognize the dwarf?
What does it say?
The
I'm
dwarf.
strangely feeling hungry.
Marg goes, "Oh, that's bush bit."
I don't know.
I can't.
But
I'm gonna.
What does the blood say?
Does anybody else want burgers?
The blood says, "Meister Kalloch killed me."
Oh.
Oh.
Well, we figured it out. Good night, everybody. I'm just kidding.
Next time on.
Okay. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Well, it's convenient if they have a note.
Right. So okay.
Do I
so
check?
Meister...
Can I check the dwarf's like fingertips to see if he has blood on his fingertips, like he wrote it out?
Oh yes,
Good
absolutely. There is. Yep. There's blood on his fingertips for sure.
I think he's the one who wrote this.
And you could tell with their evidence collection, you can tell that the body's been searched once already, and his hands are covered in his own blood, which is what the message was written on. The message itself looked like someone tried to smear it, but it was too dried. And
He tried to wash it up with bleach, but I used luminol and detected the message.
he died.
I love you
Can't
so
clean
much
up
right
blood.
now.
This one's smart.
He died from 3 slashes across his side and stomach by a small knife. Who's got
You know-
outdoors?
Who uses this knife?
John
I have outdoors. I have outdoors.
So you pretty much own this whole scene here, but and you
I know.
also notice that he's like wearing day-to-day living clothes. He wasn't prepared for where you are right now, just like you.
Okay. So, can I make a guess here?
What's that?
It's that they were all in the kitchen when it teleported here, and they were likely not prepared. And so they went off on a little adventure with normal clothes. This was the adventure of the normal people. And unfortunately, he got sliggity slashed by Meister Kalloch in the
dare
train
you
car
accuse
with
Daddy
a
of
tiny
doing
knife.
anything? Daddy would never do that.
Technically, I didn't accuse him. The dwarf that he murdered accused him.
How do you know that he's the one that wrote it? How do you not know that somebody else used his hand?
I assess honesty of the dead dwarf.
Can I spray
What's about to
Esme
happen?
with luminol just in case?
You can. You can spray a person with luminol.
If they're talking, then I'm gonna keep moving north.
Okay, I'm gonna keep following. I have dipped the egg in the blood.
I giggle
and-
to myself as Stab and chases as we're around with the fucking luminol like
Did we
cat.
lose the mage?
He's changing.
Oh, I see.
He changing.
Give me a second.
Wait a minute, that didn't end well when I did that. I changed
So,
into a bunch of things.
Out of the shot, like behind you, you hear a voice. Oh, we found him. Oh, you found him. And stepping out from one of the other tunnel is Meister, half naked, gray with grime. His chest is glowing red.
Daddy!
What are you doing here? Hold on. Wait.
Wait, I want to hear what you have to say.
There we go.
Yeah.
Esme is gonna run up and try to hug him. Daddy, are you okay?
You're not gonna. No, you're not gonna get it. I know you're gonna want it. You're not gonna get it.
You're fucking around in the sporgies again.
Why have you
weren't
followed me? You're trying. No.
Daddy?
Show him the egg.
Aha!
Yeah. Yes. Give it here. Give it.
No.
Don't do it.
Give it to Meister.
Don't do it.
No, you want this way too much.
I'm the one who understands the secrets. Come, give it to me.
Give it to Daddy. What is wrong with you, Paris? You're so greedy.
Just
give it to Daddy.
This is not our father.
He's got
He wants
a straight razor in his hand, and you see a little bit of blood on his arm.
Oh shit, he's
Give-
hopped up on Mountain
give
Dew
it to
again.
me.
You're gonna kill me for this, huh? Yeah? I'd like to use intimidation.
I have to.
Yes.
He's all hopped up on Pez.
You're not leaving. No one's leaving. Give me the egg.
That's fine.
Come with me.
No. No.
Come
Where are
with
we going?
me. Oh,
Can I sense a cult?
Yes. You. This is definitely some kind of spell work has gone on here. His chest is glowing red. He and you see him. He clutches his chest. He goes, the only way you're leaving is through me. Right here. I'm the only one that knows. Keep the egg. I'll find another.
That's fine.
I use flattery to try and convince him to work with us. I know the others were against you. They tried to keep you from your goals. I've been trying to solve the mystery of my parents from the beginning with you. We brought you the egg. If we all work together, we can get back safely and solve this.
I would like to use authority.
Why have you stayed this form? Sorry, Esme. 1 second. Esme, why have you used this form still? Phoebe, why have you kept this form? Don't you know anymore? Esme, I'm sorry, what were you saying, Esme?
No.
Esme, you're the one who wants. You're the one who led them here. You want this, don't you? No. You can come with me. We'll see the cosmos.
I'd like
How
to
do I?
use
Go ahead.
I'd like to use authority and look at Paris and say, "Give Daddy the goddamn egg."
Can I counter that with intimidation?
Can I fight Barry for the egg?
Oh no.
Find me? Oh, fight me.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That makes more sense than find me.
Can I use languages, i.e. body language, and throw the rest of my drink on his glowing red chest and just be like, "Stop it, asshole!"
I'm in shock because
He
he just
attacks.
told me I have another form.
All right, so
He attacks.
So yeah. So okay, we got two different things going on. I think so. Stabbin is
I knew
trying
it
to
was
get the
Meister.
egg away from Perry. Marg, you throw the drink on him, and he slashes out at you. I want you to roll a fight, please, and same with Stabbin, please.
I got a 2.
I got a 9.
Man, I'm a terrible thief.
Paris, stabbing comes at you. She reaches with her arm, and you smack her arm, and you hit her like Angel Garb. She screams and falls back.
Stop!
Marg, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 9, so that means whatever of my drink splashed off of him, I caught back in my glass.
He slashes at you. Stay away. He slices into you, and having your father slice you like that, we're going to take a hit to your sanity. And make it interesting.
Nah.
You lose 2. Slappy Balls is just going to refill it for you anyway.
He's off streaming now.
The minute Esme sees her dad strike out at Marg, she's going to attempt to punch him. And say, "Stop hitting Marg."
Roll fight, please.
I'm really bad at fights.
So am I. I'm more of a charmer, if you know what I mean.
Hey.
I got a 9.
An accountant.
All right, so you're going to hit him, and he grabs onto you, and he pulls you with him. And you look into his eyes, and you realize that he's fucking gone. And then this actually fucks with your brain. You're going to take a hit to sanity as well.
Okay. It's just trying to fuck with your brain.
Your mom, not my daddy. This isn't daddy. Run!
You'll never get it. You come with me, or you stay here and die. And he tosses you back.
Can I?
I am the master here. There's no getting home without this. And he pushes out his chest. And he turns. He starts running down the other tunnel.
Yeah, let's chase him.
Can I focus on any occult knowledge I have and see if I can, in fact, assume another form?
This is all it took for you to start really. You've been worried about it for a long time subconsciously, but you're a changeling.
Oh my
God! You've always wanted to be human because that's what Meister was, and you didn't want to accept that. You still don't know what happened to your parents and all the shit that happened when so this was like you wanted to be very normal, and you've stayed very normal. You've been in the closet for many, many years.
That would answer a lot of things.
Pretty much. Pretty much. A closet, not the closet. A closet.
A closet, my friend.
It's still valid.
Still valid. Are we chasing after Daddy?
Yeah, I'm chasing after him.
Congratulations.
I mean, Esme.
I need
lives in
to.
the closet from time to time.
I've never been more proud.
Esme, what are you doing?
I said Esme lives in the closet from time to time.
She's like a fucking butterfly.
We've all been in the closet of some sort or another. You guys race through, trying to keep up with him as you're going through the winding labyrinth, heading to north, and boom, you come out in another large clearing, just like the one you've landed in. In the middle of it it looks like a shrine of some sort, with stacked rocks and woven vines. And you see the glow of another stone there in the middle.
Oh.
He seems to be running for that stone.
I'm gonna tackle the shit out of this dude.
Dude, roll it. Fight.
Okay.
I'd like to use my athletics to attempt to outrun him and get to that stone first.
Ooh.
You know what? Let's do that first.
All right, so Esme, you run and you get in front of him. He's like, no! And he attacks. You will not stop me. I will not go back. There's too much to know. Please roll fight.
Kick his ass. He said your hair looks stupid.
I got a 5. What's wrong with my hair? She'll stop. What's wrong with my hair? And try to pat her hair.
Daddy's little girl
Like
gets
mid-swing.
sliced across the chest. Ugh. You feel that the small knife bite into you, slicing deeply.
Daddy, what are you doing? What's wrong with you?
I'm gonna run over there and spray some Windex on her wounds.
Pari, what were you gonna say?
Make it all better.
If nothing else works, I'm not great at fighting, but So the other end of the egg is just a raw chain, right? So I want to kind of swing that around and see if I can trip the Meister with that chain, or at least beat up his shins real bad.
Sure, roll fight. That sounds great.
All right.
After
You notice.
the
Sorry, Esme, go ahead.
after the whatever happens with that, Esme is kind of pissed that her daddy sliced her. She's gonna try to kick him in the balls.
Yeah, get him.
Yeah, roll fight, please.
Mine, 8.
8. So you let's see.
She kicks a little too soon.
It doesn't wrap all the way around him, and he turns and he gives you this mad look, and he starts pulling you. He's swearing. He's saying things in languages you've never heard before.
I don't speak
noticed
any of those languages, sir.
As he's doing that, you notice that the glow in his chest is glowing brighter, and you can see illuminated within a piece of, it looks like a piece of rock, a stone.
I want it.
Esme, what'd you
I
roll?
rolled a 4.
You go to hit him and you slip and you fall down and you're grasping onto him, like grasping onto his legs. Daddy, what are you doing? And he's pulling. Paris, you don't get it. I'm the only one. I'm the chosen. I was chosen.
Bitch, you were only chosen for a hobo of the month. And I'd like to reach out and try to grab the stone with intimidation.
Grab the stone?
Based on the terrible insult I just gave him.
Listen, the stone is inside his chest.
That's okay. I want it.
Okay. How are you gonna get it?
So because I live in the big city, I have these wonderful, like, incredible manicured nails. And it's just sort of gonna Kalima him. Just sort of.
No, I'm sorry. It's gonna have to be a little more practical than that.
That's fair. Give me a moment to think while somebody else goes.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Esme will to try to help her. She'll toss her. Does she have a weapon of sharp dagger in what she's been doing?
You seem like your profession would allow for something like that.
She is going to reach up and she's going to reach into the hoboots she's wearing, pull out the dagger and toss it up to Paris and say, "Get him!"
1 second. Prop for this.
Is Stabbin?
Grab at her arm. Still.
Stabbin's arm is almost completely stone now. Same with Jancy Drew. Like her whole side of her face down to her neck is stone.
I'm just gonna look over at Stabbin and just wink and be like, "Hey, why don't you like stone touchy and grabby at Daddy's little chesty?"
Oh, yeah, you bitches. Yeah, now you bitches.
Why don't you sticky finger some shit?
What you saying, Stabbin?
I get there before she.
Okay.
Now you guys need my help trying to get this. I can do this with one arm.
What you got, Stabbin? You got a knife or something?
Let's use her stone arm.
I have all the tools.
Okay.
And a stone arm.
Roll fight, please.
If this doesn't work, I have an idea.
Okay.
Fantastic. I will stop fencing with the screwdriver.
If that Stabbin steal Daddy's stash, let's go smoky wokey in the parking lotty.
I'm just curious, would my character have a pistol or no? I don't know this.
I think, it's open for interpretation. I think based on your profession, yes. If you want to have a pistol, you can have a pistol. Stabbin, you got a 9? Stabbin?
I got a 9.
So Stabbin runs up as Paris is... Okay, so Esme tosses the knife to Paris, but Stabbin's already pushing past her. Get out of my way. And she stabs Meister right in the chest. But he pushes back, and the knife goes with him. And you slip.
Esme's, yeah.
And now he's back. He's away from you. He stumbles, he stares at you, and he turns. He starts heading slowly towards the shrine with the other stone.
Esme's gonna pull out her pistol and try to shoot her dad in the head.
Do it.
Oh,
roll
You're
plus
not
fight.
my daddy. What am I rolling?
A fight again. You guys.
I loved you, Daddy. 7. Why would you do that?
7. It clips his ear through his face, like half his face.
Ooh.
And he slows him down for sure.
Okay, good.
He's moving away though. He falters, maybe falls to the ground on one knee, gets up and's moving faster towards trying to get.
I'm gonna try and tackle him.
Do it, Jancy.
Okay.
Roll fight.
Oh my god. Oh no. I tackle myself.
What'd you roll?
She's gonna.
I got a 3.
Esme's gonna.
Yeah,
try
you
to
trip and
do
fall
another
as you're
shot.
running. Miss
Yep.
Phoebe, what are you doing?
And break
That
her
sounds
face.
about right.
As they're doing this, and I already kind of got through to him once, I want to try and focus and morph into other forms and use my flattery to say, I will help you. I will help you get away from them and get the egg. And I'm going to have my chisel from my artwork like laid against my hand. And if I get close, I want to try and like hug him and then like backstab him with the chisel.
Oh, all right. So who are you gonna turn into?
I will turn
Or
into.
what?
I will start morphing in between the 4 men that we found in the photographs, and then back to myself and be like, I know these people betrayed you, but I'm not them. Remember? But with our powers combined, we could take this everywhere. We don't need anyone else, and just kind of try and like pull him into the illusion he's already projecting.
Can you roll charm, please?
Oh, absolutely.
Love it.
I can attempt to.
And if it fails, Esme's gonna shoot him again.
Oh, that's an 8. That's not too bad.
No, it's a success, but at a cost. He turns and you can see as you're morphing into those men, he's like, I killed you, and then you stop and you start talking. He's mesmerized. He grabs you, Miss Phoebe. Come with me.
That works.
And he starts dragging you with him. Come.
I will like go with him willingly, but I'm gonna use the momentum because part of being an artist, I'm a martial artist. So as he pulls me, I want to use that momentum to drive my chisel into the stone.
Into him? Or like he's...
Yeah, absolutely.
So you'd have to get in front of him. You have to come swinging around and jab it into his chest.
If he... Oh, well then I'll just stab him in the back, like, you know, right between the atlas and the axis and just cut off all brain activity.
While this is going on, I'd like to saunter up and like kick him in the balls using my biology.
Mark,
as
yes.
hard as I
Mark,
can
what would
till
you
he
like to do?
passes out.
Sorry, yes. Let's give you
Using
something to
my
do.
biology.
What do you want to do, Mark?
Love it so much.
Mark, what do you want to do? Yeah, so you stab him, and as you stab him, you realize you're stabbing your dad. You flip out, and you can't. The strength kind of leaves you the moment you puncture his skin. You don't go as deep as you want. He falters, he goes, oh, and he pushes you, and you slip and fall. And he continues on. Mark, what are you doing?
As this was going on, I'm sauntering up and I go to kick him in the balls using my biology until he passes out.
Just roll fight, please. Until he passes out.
Giant. Oh my god. Using my biology is my favorite.
Using my biology.
Using my biology skills, I want to kick him in the dick, if you know what I mean.
I don't want to point out that that's anatomy.
I got it too. I pick myself.
Mark, you're not even near him. You're like kicking. You're just kicking at the air.
Why didn't you just
Over
kick me
here.
in the dick?
You're like,
I don't even
if anybody was paying
have
attention to you, they'd see you kicking at the air.
Oh no.
Paris. What are you doing? You've got a knife.
I have a knife. Oh yeah, I have a knife.
I'm just having a one-man mosh pit over here.
If I still have the knife, I'm interested in stabbing him, or attempting to stab him in the chest, or at least to carve out the thing that's in there. Because I want it still. It's shiny.
You're gonna have to let's do that 2 rolls. Let's see if you can catch him and trip him.
Okay.
Because you're gonna have to get into his chest.
Can I? If I'm laughing because I think it's a stretch, it's probably a stretch. Can I use a font to know how to ritualistically take a heart out of someone's chest?
Yes.
Actually, that's not bad.
It's if anything, if a cult's gonna give you anything, it's ripping people's fucking organs out for sure.
Yeah, I mean, especially because ritual. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So, what am I rolling then?
Let's see if you can trip him and get him down.
Okay, so that's a fight.
Yeah, and then if you do that, I want to see if anybody else wants to help you hold him down.
5.
Yeah, I'll grab him by the dick and twist it. Let's see how well this works.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter what they're all trying to do. Esme's pissed that her daddy cut her, and she still wants to shoot him.
Okay.
Also, he never paid me minimum wage,
Okay.
so.
So Paris, what'd you get? Perry, sorry. Paris? Well, Perry, you got a 5.
I got a 5. Yeah.
Yeah, 5. 5.
5.
Perry, you're not catching up to him. You're not catching up to him. I gotta say, he's standing at the shrine. He's standing at the shrine. He turns to look at you all. He goes, "You don't know what you're missing. You're gonna stay here forever." He's reaching out to touch
I have
the stone.
5 bullets left. I'd
Shoot 'em.
like to use all 5 of them.
Okay. We'll do it. Roll.
So I have an 8 for the first one, a 4 for the second one, a 2 for the third one, a 7 for the fourth one, and a 9 for the fifth one. It's just gonna let loose.
You hit him several times. He falls to his knees. He grabs onto a rock, and he falls, and he starts crawling, reaching out to touch the...
Can I throw the chisel and try and like pin his hand with the chisel?
Okay. That sounds amazing. Roll it. Someone roll a success.
Solid roll.
Actually, I'll give you all, like, anybody wants to run up and hold this guy down. Who wants to run up and hold him down? This is how I want to end it. This is how I want to end this right now. I want to know which one of you is killing Daddy and tearing the stone out of his chest.
I want to kill him.
I volunteer as tribute.
It shouldn't be me. I'm not actually family, so I will hold the knife up to whoever who wants to take it.
I'm adopted. He probably killed my parents. I will volunteer as tribute to rip this bastard's heart out.
I will happily take the dagger, slit his throat, and then give it to the adopted child to cut it out.
Phoebe,
if you're good with that, Phoebe.
Pari, who are you giving the knife to?
Whoever was going to take it, I just hold it out.
Esme will take the dagger, slice his throat, and then give you the dagger to get the stone. She's just mad.
Why not?
She's just pissed, Daddy.
Oh no!
Esme, you guys got him down. You run over Esme and you cut his throat. The moment you cut his throat and his throat starts opening, as blood starts spurting out on your face, the warmth hits you, and it feels like it's going inside of you, and you feel it going into your eyes, and you can feel your eyes turning red. And you're staring at your father that you've adored for so long, that you've just slit his throat, and as his throat slit, his eyes look like they change from being lunatic to recognizing you, and that's too much for your brain to handle. And you snap, and you go screaming off into the tunnel, into the rocks. That's where we're gonna leave Esme.
Oh, she's at 0. Oh no.
She's tossed the knife.
Shit, 0?
She drops the knife, and goes running off.
Oh no!
Actually,
It's
Esme,
all right. She'll be fine.
you
She'll be
can
fine.
tell us. You can tell us if nobody saves you, which is, I want you to tell us what you do and what actually happens with your manic state in a moment. Who is going to cut the stone out?
If I'm right there, I'll cut the stone out, but I want to look over to Jancy and see if she is still doing all right, because she's been slowly turning to stone, and I've been very concerned. Like, the entire point was to find a cure for her. And Stabbin, I guess, too.
Brendan just redeemed a hope's light for
Me too.
Esme.
I
said Esme be too late.
Yeah, so
There's a pun in that one.
Thanks, Frank. I'll remember that next week for your campaign that you killed your DM. But thanks anyway.
You're not dead.
Yeah, I'm at 0.
Well,
You're not anymore.
Brendan-
You got hopes lighted.
Yep.
Brendan saved you.
So Esme, you can.
I'm still gonna. I have over 400 tears. So I'm gonna make sure he dies.
Esme,
I will cut out his
Okay.
heart.
Can I grab the knife and cut my own arm? Because nobody wanted to cut my own arm.
hell yeah, we'll get back to
This
that.
point.
Let's,
Oh, yeah,
fin-
we
let's
never
get the stone out of his
finished.
chest.
I'm all
Miss
about
Phoebe,
this whole half stone
you
face.
ripping
Yeah.
the stone out of your dad's chest. You
Or
cut
shit.
into it. You cut into it. You cut into it. Cut, and then it's there pulsing. You pull it out, and now
Rub
you
it on
have
my
the
face.
stone. Miss Phoebe was the one who's tore this stone out. Perry, what are you doing? Perry.
I am holding the egg very protectively and watching the entire thing unfold with a level of pride because, you know, I drove these kids to soccer and like
all right.
very long, but I was kind of a mom, and so I'm like, damn straight.
So
Y'all grown up and killing your family.
well
grown up
played.
killing
Stabbin, are you gonna try to cut your own arm off?
Yes, I am.
So is
Somebody fucking
everybody
help
gonna let
me.
her do
I'm
that
gonna
on
cut
her
it all
own?
off.
I was gonna help.
Go for it.
I would like to prevent her from bleeding out if I can. I just can't see which arm it is.
Hey, Jancy, what are you doing?
That makes me feel so
I'd like to have the stone rubbed on my face, maybe.
I will rub the stone vigorously across your face.
Yeah, nothing happens.
God damn it, I'm gonna die.
So this is what's gonna happen. So touching you guys together, touching each other, and then having the stone and touching the other stone, you're gonna go back to where you came from. Esme, I'm gonna ask you first, Esme. Do you accept the Hope's Light, or are you gonna go insane? What are you gonna stay sane?
She's gonna go insane. She was Daddy's little girl. Her whole life, everything she's done, she's trained to hard, and her whole life's work had to do with her father, and everything that she was by his side at all times whenever she could. So no, I'm not gonna accept it because I think it would kind of
So
be
that said,
too much for her. Yeah.
what do you do on the mountaintop? Insane.
She will.
Do you
she'll,
throw yourself
like-
from a cliff? Do you? Yeah.
She will. She will try to load one last bullet, then realize she doesn't have any more.
Oh no!
And she'll just like cry for a moment, and then look over the edge of the cliff and just fall forward.
And that's how Esme goes. Is anyone else going to stay behind?
I thought I was gonna like hang out.
I'm gonna chance my stone face back in the kitchen.
I'm rocking a nice little 3 here, ladies. So I figured I would just stick around.
Now I will leave, and I'm
Esme,
still determined
no.
to try and find a cure for Jancy if possible. Maybe there's something in Father's books back at the library. If we go back, I can look through them and potentially cure her.
You do hear, "I'm sorry, Daddy," as she falls.
Stabbin.
Well, that's gonna be
Margan Stabbin, do you cut off her
Daddy's
arm?
gonna love you.
Do you cut off her arm? Does she survive it?
Yes.
Are you going
I
back?
don't know. Did she heal me? Was she able to heal me?
Sure, if you'd like to be. Are you going to go back?
No, I'd like to die.
Goodbye, cruel
So,
world.
here's the thing.
Survived the cutting of the arm off,
So-
but then she bled to death. Forensically, it checks out. Just
Forensically, it checks out. Phoebe,
checks out for science.
Phoebe, Jancy, and Perry, are you leaving?
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah,
So-
I'm not interested in living my life up here. I have a business.
I got shit to live for.
You're not quite
Shit.
sure how this works. You're hoping that if one of you touches it, like the other one in Meister's house, all the others will go back. And so Perry, Phoebe, and
Maybe we like
Jancy.
hold hands.
You almost called me Yancey too. I heard it.
Jancy. Yeah, I know. Jancy, y'all touch
I'd
the
like to-
stone and you disappear. But when you appear back at Meister's house, Stabin, Marg, and Esme aren't with you. Well, Esme obviously. We
Motherfucker.
flash back to the mountain as Stabin and Marg is sawing through her arm, but Stabin's already dead.
That is brutal. Holy shit.
Marg holds up her arm and tosses and looks at her.
Well,
And Stabin's not getting up. Marg wanders off into the labyrinth.
well, fuck. I guess I'm gonna like turn this arm into a bong or something.
Well, at least now we have enough tickets to go around in 2 days if we want, I guess. I mean, bright
Well,
side.
I might not be alive.
Do I by chance see them like flash out of here?
Yeah.
As they do that, I'm gonna yell back at them. Joke's on you, assholes! The mini bar's here. I already found it.
I roll art history and see if there's anything I remember seeing in paintings or sculptures of someone with this particular affliction and how it's solved, like maybe hieroglyphics of like stone face and then mud, or
We got a couple different ways we can go here. We can what kind of ending do you want? It could be, yeah, maybe after a lot of searching you could find maybe a cure. There's hope. Or there is no hope and she dies not long after. Or we could just say we don't know what happens once you guys returned.
I would say it's up to Jancy, but if it's possible to save her, I'd like to, and then I want to see if Pari could like hire me at her business, and the three of us could all trot off into the sunset.
Yeah,
That sounds pretty badass. I would say Jancy, there's a wizard's able to, because there is still magic in the world you're in. They're able to stop it, but it stays.
Is that my arm? Oh, cool. I like that.
Yeah,
Is that my
Jancy's
arm?
always got the stone half face.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So,
I like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the murderer of Meister Kalloch was Esme. Thank
Daddy's
you.
little girl.
Daddy's little girl. Thank you so much for joining us on the journey
I love that.
to finding out who was the murderer.
I'm gonna survive this labyrinth forever. Fuck you guys.
Let's talk about the players really quick. Let's talk about you guys. Perry, who are you? What do you do? Rep your what you do.
My name is Jelly Gato. I use games and I also play D&D on Sundays. I'm a giant nerd on Twitter.
Where do you play D&D on Sundays?
Oh, at Joe Dirt, GoEDIRT.
Awesome. Part of Joe Dirt. He's part of the Heroes Approved stream team, like me.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Stabbing, you're back.
I am.
Anything you want to promote for yourself?
I am. Hell yeah. So meet me on Saturdays here on this channel to kill the apocalypse bitches. That's throw all the bombs. Not the happy. Not the sad bombs.
Like to promote the battle bombs on Saturdays.
You're also Mistress of Death on Tuesday nights for Viva La Dungeon.
Hell yeah. Come drop more bombs there too. We gotta kill everyone.
Resident Mistress of Death, yes.
Perfect.
Miss Phoebe.
Hey, it's Phoebe. I am DM Loxy from Dragons in the Dining Room. We stream a lot. We have Dragon's Discourse Monday night with my husband DM Thaco. We've got multiple D&D campaigns running Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday afternoons. And we're literally just a bunch of geeks that hang out in my dining room and play games and make horrible puns.
You're also part of the hero-approved stream team, like me.
Yes, we are!
Greg is in the dining room.
Woo!
Awesome. Marg.
Why, hello there.
Hey.
It's Marg Cuervo. Nice to meet y'all.
Hi, I'm Age. I'm awesome, Age. I don't really do much of anything, although I'm starting to get my foot wet in the streaming thing. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. We'll see. Otherwise, I do a lot of hanging out here on the Liching Hour, and I hang out on Tuesdays and on Saturdays with the Apocabitches.
Yeah,
and Friday
you don't
now
do
with
anything. You're a Apocabitch.
I'm new. I'm new to promoting myself. I like long walks on the beach.
I like Cuervo.
Obviously.
I'm also a synthetic dreadlock maker, and that's about it. That's all I do.
I'm gonna have to hit you up about that.
Jancy Drew. What about you?
Yeah, I am Gentendo. I am a defender of Kobold. I play in a handful of tabletop RPG games. Like on Tuesday, I play an Aliens game on Grim and Perilous. Wednesdays, I'm in a Mutant Crawl Classics game on Defenders of Kobold. On Saturday, I'm in a Dungeon Crawl Classics game on Defenders of Kobold. And we also have a zine coming out. It's going to be available either Saturday or Sunday on Drive Through RPG. So cool. It's called Dan Dies in the End. If you know any of our players on Defenders of Kobold, Dan is notorious for rolling really bad rolls, and so he always dies in the end. So that's what we decided the title of our zine to be.
In my, he died in the very beginning in the game I ran
Yes.
for him. Like literally in the first 10 minutes.
He typically
It was pretty
dies
good.
at some
It was
point.
it was great.
So yeah, keep an eye out for that on Drive Through RPG.
Absolutely.
It's going to be at a good price point and lots of cool stuff.
Yeah. Esme.
Hi.
Please. Hi.
Hi, I'm Kim, also known as D20 TV. I am also a streamer. I DM multiple campaigns throughout the week, and we're getting ready to start a new one on probably at the end of the month-ish. But you can find me at D20 TV. Yeah.
All the time.
You probably have seen like 6 days a week. Yes, I have 3 active campaigns that we just had a multi-campaign crossover event last night.
Amazing.
So 11 people got from different campaigns.
amazing.
11 people and 14 characters got to meet each other last night. But yeah, things and stuff.
Pretty awesome.
You probably see my video on Lich's thing. Lich also comes and has a hand in helping
At times.
in one of the groups.
At times.
They don't necessarily believe that, but yeah. Yep.
Thank you, Dungeon Master.
Thank you, Dungeon Master.
All right. That was super, 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 super fun. Thank you guys.
That was.
Thank you so much, ladies,
Yes,
for
guys, thank you.
joining us. For
Thank
Girls
you.
Night Out.
Thank you for hosting us.
for running.
This is
Just
great.
very.
Thanks for making me kill my daddy.
Yeah. It's wonderful that it was you. It's wonderful. It's so perfect. Okay.
I had to ask myself, what would Barry do?
Oh, well, we should raid. Yeah, exactly. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right, so this is Twitch, so we're gonna raid somebody. Who should we raid?
Yeah. I don't even know who's.
Zweihander is playing right now.
Joe's
RPG.
playing right now, isn't he?
See
Yeah,
you,
they're
Joe.
doing session 0.
Oh yeah, they're doing
And
their
Rangers.
thing.
Oh wait, Joe's rating you. Never mind.
Oh.
He just
Whoops!
I was gonna say yeah, it's like
Oh, this is
Oh, now.
Wow.
Joe just rated you.
Hey, everybody.
Funny.
Now we do the double raid. Raid
I don't
section.
know.
Yeah, we only have
We rated you guys, and you guys rated us. What happened?
Can we go?
The reality implodes,
Can we rate
but hopefully we win.
Raid who?
Some raidception.
Somebody.
So Zweihander is still on.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say Zwei's on. Yeah.
They've been going for
Danny
about 2.5 hours though, so they're likely coming up to the end of their stream. So I don't know if you want to. It's up to you guys.
We could surprise.
yeah.
We could surprise our boy Gengrez, Slappy Balls. He's giving us a lot of.
Do that. Do it. Do it.
Okay, let's go
Ooh,
see
I'm
Gengrez.
excited.
Gotta do it.
I'm gonna go in here. I like telling people that are coming. All right, here we go.
Ladies,
coming for you.
I mean,
like, okay, like, hey,
he's
come
stealing
on.
my moves.
Hey, thank you for the raid, Joe Dirt. Hey, Dr. Dungeon, nice to see you, buddy. Hey, Grouch
Joey
Couch,
from
nice to see you
Block.
back. You guys are awesome. Let's go check out our boy. Thank you all for joining us. This will be Girls Night Out will be a semi-regular thing. So keep an eye out for next time. And we go.
Thanks all.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh,
Bye.
that was great. Thanks everyone. I'm gonna go to bed now. It's so far past my bedtime.
That's okay. Esme, I feel like I need to tell you. So I have a character. I've been playing the same Exalted 3rd edition campaign for like 6 or 7 years now, and my character's name is Yzma, and she's also like super dark, and also might have to kill her father. So it's very, very difficult for me to not answer to Esme, because also Yzma has an evil twin born of chaos creation.